Vampire the Masquerade, London / EU 2000, episode number 64. And here we are in London with our vampires, being all vampire-y, doing vampire stuff. What sort of vampire stuff have you been doing? I think that Alexis should tell us in his sultry new microphone.
That's true. Yep.
If it's for a recap, I can't remember.
Perfect.
You're saying that our games are not memorable.
Yeah, sometimes I get a little bit fuzzy near the end.
That's reasonable. Okay, well, the short story is that you guys have been tracking down Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker has been missing. He's supposed to have been embraced by now, probably, but he's been kidnapped, so it seems. And you've discovered that the Marley gang are somehow involved in some nefarious business to do with some very bad abuse and other things going on, which I believe Alexis is quite peeved about, and so is Dr. Shipman.
We
He may
are
or may not
indeed.
be here tonight. We'll see. Meanwhile, Barry is playing. I was going to say Phoenix, but no, it is Bishop. And Bishop has been trying to track Mr. Parker. So far, you've made a connection with the Setites, who you went and visited in order to obtain information. They ducked and dived around that for a while, and then you guys went into a Setite stronghold. Oops. In a wee part of town where I think Bishop got shot in the head with an anti-tank rifle, and then pulled into the sewers, saved by Alexis, essentially the Nosferatu, who dragged him to safety. Then you returned back to the base. Sage, you got several grenades thrown at you, and Rhea ran and ducked and dived behind walls as you were being shot at and fired at and shooting back and throwing grenades and catching grenades and throwing them. Oh, you didn't do that. But anyway, something like that. Until eventually you guys got back to the base too. At the end of the last episode, Archon Post Justica Gustavius, also a member of the Order of Mars, arrived by helicopter, and you understand there's an intruder on the base at somewhere or another. You don't know exactly how that's going, but there's a lot of ghouls out searching for the intruder, including Gustavius's ghouls. He left his ghouls behind after telling you that the order has received demands. And in the meantime, you had a messenger arrive at the gate with a scroll. Someone dressed in somewhat Egyptian attire arrived in a white limousine, got out, their bald head and their priest costume, and prostrated themselves before your front gates holding out a scroll. We went to a great deal of trouble regarding the scroll, hoping not to get blown up, and Bishop went out into the middle of the airstrip, the airfield, with the scroll to open it by himself. It did not explode, and he did not die, which was a small miracle. And then he read the scroll, and it said something to the effect of... Can anyone remember? Nope.
It was pretty much like lead us to the mountain of initiation.
Yeah,
something like that.
pretty much that.
First part I don't remember.
It said blood for blood.
Right, that's
the bit.
Yeah.
The mountain of initiation. Exactly. And you guys and Gustavius, when you convened on the matter, came to the same conclusion, which was that probably Lady Amisa is trying to obtain access to the Order of Mars for whatever purpose. You're not sure. You can guess. Gustavius has left. Dr. Shipman has crawled off into the darkness somewhere. We don't know. He's away. We'll find out when he comes back, if he comes back.
I think I will. I'm gonna check on some like night vision goggles, and I'm just gonna look around the area inside because no one's streaked inside yet.
Okay.
Everyone's streaking outside.
All right. With the night vision goggles inside, does that mean you're turning off the lights inside?
You know what? I just want something technical. So it could be binoculars.
Okay.
Yeah, something technical because I can't see auras or I can't use auspex.
Right.
I have to do it like the way I know.
Visually.
Yeah, yeah.
Analog styles. Well, or digital styles in this case. Okay. How do you envisage using binoculars indoors?
Oh, I'll like stand. Well, is there like a upper part?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll stand on there
Mhm.
and I'll just like look around at the bottom.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Well, I will let you make a perception and investigation check or something to that effect. Some sort of investigation check.
3.
3 successes. Well, you see everything where it probably should be, except for Alan's dirty socks hanging up, drying over in the corner, where he sometimes, likes to wash his clothes and then hang them up to dry in strange places. He's got this thing about washing his socks every day.
it's probably a good idea.
Yeah. And he's only got like 3 or 4 pairs of socks. So, he rotates them quite hard. Besides that, everything else seems to be in order. Alexis, what are you doing while this is going on?
I would be using our guard dogs to have a hunt, using my animalism.
All right. What level of animalism have you got?
I have 1, so I can
You can talk to
vague commands.
vague commands. Okay, fair, cool. Okay, and is that going to be outdoors or indoors?
Be outdoors.
Outdoors. Okay, so you are outdoors with the crew that work here, who are from not Securicorp. They're from Barry. Sentinel Security, right? And so you're going around with Gustavius's soldiers as well.
Yep.
Doing that. Okay, and they're heavily armed, wearing like these gray camouflage peacekeeper uniforms, like they're ostensibly from the United Nations, but they're not. And they're walking around with assault rifles with scopes on them. They've got night vision goggles. They seem to be very advanced night vision goggles that they're using, and they have. You can make a perception check, actually, Alexis, for me.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'll ask Barry, what's Bishop doing? Is he with Alexis, or is he doing something on his own, or is he hanging out with Sage?
I'm gonna put on some night vision goggles and look around all the places I would go to get into this place.
Okay, very well. Well, you can make a wits and investigation check, please, for Bishop. Alexis, you got 3 successes, I notice. Okay, well, Alexis, what you notice is that these Gustavius's soldiers, they do have night vision goggles, but they're plugged into some sort of unit that they have in their backpacks. And you're not sure what that is, but it could be some sort of battery system, or it could be something else. Normally, the night vision goggles don't need like ludicrous amounts of batteries, but these guys have much bigger technical modules than you're used to seeing on night vision goggles, and you're wondering what that's about.
I'll ask after the fact.
Okay. Well, later on, you will find out when you do ask that question that they have a relay on them, and they have a button on the side of them that will play them back the last 3 seconds, so that they're 3 seconds behind, so they're not live, and that avoids standard obfuscate.
Ah, handy.
Yeah, very handy. Bishop, no successes, I see. Okay, so Bishop, you're wandering around the base with the other soldiers, and there doesn't seem to be anybody in any of the usual places that you would think to go to. Do you have any ideas where those might be? I mean, there's the perimeter, there's the gates, there's the control
about
tower, the roofs, the stairs on the fire escapes, interior, exterior hangar.
I'd have the grounds if that helps with the dogs.
Right, so
Okay.
you're doing the grounds, is that right?
Yep.
Yep.
You mind if I go
Is
to
there-
the camera room?
Yep, you can go to the camera room for sure.
I think I'll go from there.
Okay. All right. So in the camera room, just out of curiosity, where's Alan at this point? Do you have any memories of where he might be or any orders?
I gave him some space.
Right.
He could be wherever he wants to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Alan is in the camera room when you go in, and he looks over at you. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Sorry, my voice is gone. I don't know where it's gone to, but
Why don't
it
you,
was so sudden.
Spend some blood to heal it? No, let's just pretend you don't have a croaky voice.
Okay, I'll
Be very
Right.
hard to explain. Unless you got shot in the throat. Yeah.
Could have. So have you found the guy, or girl? Have you found the infiltrator?
No. Just looking. Yeah, just keeping an eye on things. He introduces you to two of the individuals that are on the ops there. Alexis, what are the names of your team members again? I might be able to look that up.
I know an Andrew.
Andrew, and then just general people so far.
What's the name of your document again?
Garth v London QA.
Garth. Right. Here we go.
I'm just having to redo roll 20.
Cool. Thank you. All right, so you've got those are your other friends. Okay, so you're whereabouts is your list of ghouls or people?
It's about page 13, and then it's just random other ones. I have no idea. He has a team.
I'm going to insert page numbers. Page 13. Okay, so we've got Sam and Rachel. Is that right? Andrew Plebson.
Yep.
Okay. All right then. All right.
Son of pleb.
Son of pleb.
Is there access to the roof?
Yeah. I mean, except on the hangar, because the hangar's got a curved roof. Although there might be like a walkway that goes around the outside of the curve, like a gantry that goes around there, and there's ladders that go up to it, so you could get up there.
I'll go up there.
All right.
Are you camera shy today, Barry?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just picking his nose, I know. Okay, so you're on the roof, you're wandering around the bottom, you're in the camera room. So you see Barry go up to up onto the roof, okay?
Yep.
And Alexis, you probably notice him head up there too. Now up on the roof, there are searchlights that you can turn on and off from there if you want to, and bearing in mind that if you're standing behind a great big searchlight, you are also a massive target. Yep.
I'm going to leave them off for now.
Are you up there as well then, Garth?
Oh, sorry, no. Oh, sorry.
Don't turn them on.
Just Bishop. So you're not turning them on? Okay.
No.
All right. Bishop, as you're up there, we'll make Bishop a perception and investigation check, please. Four. Okay, Bishop, you look across along the gantry, and as you come around the corner, you see a figure laying prone on the gantry on the roof, holding an elongated object that might well be a rifle, a gun, or some sort of weapon.
And to my knowledge, none of my people are up there like that?
Not as far as you know. Nobody's told anyone to go up there at this point.
Then I asked through the headsets, Rhea, have we got any people up on the roof about, and I give her the
description.
Yep.
She says, I don't think so.
We've got a roof crawler.
A roof crawler?
Yeah,
All right, we'll get a team up there now.
Okay.
Okay, so at that point, Lexus, you get it across the headsets. Apparently, we got a roof crawler. You're going to hear this too, Sage. Somebody up on the roof. We need a team up there now. Bishop's encountered somebody on the gantry way above
I
us.
will respond with I'm coming.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna get a gun and run up.
Get a gun and run
Yep.
up. Okay. All right. What kind of gun do you get?
My Sage special. I mean, I probably should have it still from the other
Mm-hmm.
debacle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my rifle
Okay.
and a Glock.
And a Glock. Okay, cool. All right. And Bishop, what have you got with you right now?
I have my handguns
Mm-hmm.
and the cannon that I normally have
Okay.
on my hip.
Right.
And I'm wondering if I can hit him from here.
Yeah, you can try.
Okay, I'll take careful aim
All right.
because he doesn't know I'm there.
Okay. You
Yep.
take careful aim
Yep,
and you fire. So can I get a Dex and firearms, please?
yep.
From Garth.
Nice.
5.
5. Okay. 5 successes. You hit the guy, whoever it is. And they seem to squirm when you hit them, like they wriggle and roll.
Yep.
Nothing else immediately happens.
Okay.
Might have been a human. You might have killed them.
Okay. Okay.
Sage, you're climbing up the ladder. Garth, were you climbing up the ladder too? Were you, or
I'm gonna stay on the ground floor under where they are.
under where
The
they are?
dogs.
Okay,
Yep.
so you moved below with the dogs. Okay, that sounds reasonable. All right, so Sage, you get to the top of the ladder where Bishop is. Bishop, have you moved forward at this point, or are you still waiting back where you were?
I'm moving forward, stealthily.
Stealthily. Just fired a bunch of shells.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
still moving stealthily though.
I'll get a stealth check then. Dex and
Yep.
stealth from Bishop. For Bishop. Three successes. Okay, so you are moving pretty stealthily, crouched somewhat with your handgun out. Handgun, right?
Yep. Handgun.
All right, so this is a Glock.
Yep.
Okay. And you are moving forward. And then as you get forward, you can make a perception and investigation check.
4 successes.
4 successes. You see that the figure is bound in the hands and feet, and that the weapon that's in their arms is like some old rifle. They have a hood over their head taped to their face.
It's gonna be Parker, isn't it? It's gonna be Parker, he thinks to himself. He has a feeling. Okay. He's going up there real fast now.
All right, so you go running up to the figure. Okay.
So
All right. They're basically wearing a full gimp suit.
okay, so some of it might have, some of
Most
his
likely
shooting
Parker.
might have been taken by it. So he takes the hood off.
You pull the hood off, and Mr. Parker is there with a gag in his mouth.
He takes the gag off.
Oh my God! Oh, Bishop, you shot me, you fucker! Why didn't you check? Oh!
He just grabs him, takes him downstairs with celerity.
Okay, so with celerity, are you going to jump off, or are you going to go down the ladder?
I'm gonna go.
And to be fair, the ladder probably has one of those circular grills around it that is
Yeah.
designed to stop you from falling as you climb up it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still take him down that way. It's just
Yeah, I'll take him down that way.
okay. All right. As you get towards the ladder, you come across Sage, who is right there with her sniper rifle.
Do I see that's Parker?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Perception alertness. Two successes. Yeah, I think when Bishop gets there and Parker's lying over his shoulder, groaning, he's like,
Okay.
Sage, oh God.
I'm gonna run over to him and like hold him, and I'm not gonna be yelling at the moment because I can't. But Sage she'd be like, "You need to do it now, Bishop.
I already figured that.
Hurry up."
He does. He starts to do it literally as they're
on top
I
of the
hold
ladder.
him.
At the top of the ladder.
Yep.
All right, so you drop him on the ground, or you don't drop him, but you put him down on the gantry-way.
Yeah.
And you rip open his clothes, his jacket?
Literally, yeah.
So just rip off this gimp suit that he's been put in.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain. He looks like he's dying. Which
I'm holding his head on my knees.
Okay, you're holding his head on your knees.
Yeah.
And Bishop, you drain him?
Yep.
All right, glug, glug, glug. That takes a little while. And Parker slowly, he says, as he's before he passes out, he hang on a moment.
I'm controlling my rage. I could roll if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Self-control. I take it.
All right, what do you roll? What do you get?
Nope.
No? You're losing your plot, are you?
Well, I kind of want to keep the moment like really nice for Parker, but like I'm looking at Bishop with like white hot fury, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Parker reaches out to you, Sage, and grabs your hand, and he's holding Bishop's hand with the other hand. And he says, prepare your hearts for death's cold hands. Prepare your souls for flight, your bodies for the earth. Prepare your arms for glorious victory. Prepare your eyes to meet. Holy God, prepare. Prepare. And he passes out.
I'll stroke his head.
You can make a academics and intelligence check.
Okay. Wow. It sounds Shakespearean, but that would be kind of weird too.
What did you get? 2. Oh, you're saying 2.
Yeah.
I see. I thought you were saying that would have 2, but you meant
sorry.
2 successes. Okay.
Stupid English.
Something tells you it's William Blake.
Oh, it was a William of some sort.
Yeah, one of them Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, so you perform his embrace there, and he passes in and out of consciousness for a little while, as you bring him down to 0 blood. And then what do? You gash your wrist with a knife or with your teeth, or what, Bishop?
With my teeth.
Okay. And I mean, you don't have to use your wrist. You can use your blood from anywhere if you want to. I'm assuming wrist, yeah? You're like, and do the thing?
Yep.
Okay. Very well. And so he comes back to consciousness shortly after that, and he begins to turn.
2d10.
Yes. Where am I? Where's my dice box gone? Oh, it's way over there. Okay, 2d10.
Oh boy. Parker's in for a treat. And he's in a gimp suit, so it's... Oh boy, it's not going to be fun.
That is 13 hours. 13 hours.
I told him it wasn't going to be funny.
Yeah, okay. He's like, Bishop!
Yep.
Oh, get me off this fucking building, damn it!
I'm getting you off the fucking building. Stop your complaining. Come on, let's go.
I'll leave
Punches
you
you weakly, but as hard as you can.
to it.
Oh, is that all you can muster? Yeah.
Shut up, Bishop!
I should have shot you in the head. Come on. Let's
Fuck
go.
you! He crawls with you to the ladder, and you help him down the ladder, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it takes about
And
10
I'll help them
minutes
from there.
to get down the ladder.
Now,
Carry him like a fireman.
Yeah.
To be clear, he's bloody concerned, but he's making light of it because that's the way they deal with things.
Right.
And Parker will know that.
All right. Well, you get him inside the hangar.
Yeah.
Alexis, what are you doing meanwhile?
Helping him down the ladder from the bottom.
All right. So from the bottom, you assist from there, and you get him down, and you get him inside the hangar. And where do you take him? What do you do with him? Dump him on the ground?
Into the bathroom.
Probably in his room.
Take him to the bathroom.
Take him to the, literally to the bath.
To the bath? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess bathroom. There is a.
Yep.
Do they have a bath here? To be fair, I mean
They probably got showers.
They have showers. Yeah.
Oh, showers will do. You know, it's one of those big open ones.
Yep. Big open plan bathroom thingy for like pilots and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. There's like a locker room, and then there's some showers.
Yep.
Okay. So you drag him through the locker room. He leaves smears of blood everywhere behind him. The wounds that he's got. Now, would you have been firing incendiary rounds?
No, because I didn't know what it was.
You shouldn't fire it in the first place.
What would a sage have done, I wonder? In the same...
Sage would have, thought logically. And she would have trained her.
Why would you shoot someone that was tied up?
She would.
He didn't know he was tied.
Okay. Yeah.
All he saw was a prone person with something that looked like a rifle. It could have been a sniper.
Sage only ever attacks someone if they attack first. Or if they attack first, you'll always ever do go second.
Hindsight's wonderful. Okay, all right.
So you get him to the bathroom and you get him under the shower.
Yeah.
All right, now he's basically, you've ripped open this gimp suit. Underneath it, he's pretty much naked now.
Okay.
And so you tear it off him.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's sitting there under a hot shower, leaning against the wall in the bright light, holding his head and occasionally just puking and shitting.
Yep.
And then writhing on the floor in the mess.
I'll go get some extra clothes for him. If he has that book of like William Blake, then I might bring that down to
anything I can do to help.
Read to him with my raspy voice.
You're gonna go and get that from his room, do you go into his room to get these things, or do you get them from sort of generic clothes?
I think I'll go get his. I've already intruded once before.
Yeah. Okay.
He's in a gimp suit. I think he could do better.
All right. And as it comes to, I'll say stuff like, I understand you had a big date tonight, a couple of nights ago.
Did I? I don't remember now.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything. Bishop.
Apparently Lady Amisa likes you a lot.
Who is that?
Oh, she's a member of the Setites.
Oh, the Setites. What have we been dealing with them for?
Like, 3 minutes and 45 hours or something like that.
What are you talking about, Bishop?
Never mind, I'm just trying to keep your mind off the pain. It's like a bugger, doesn't it? Yep. Oh, it's wonderful. I'll have to clean that up now. My God. Okay, and you start to clean things up.
Right. Well, the full good thing is it's a concrete floor, so it's
Yeah, that's what I love about it the most. That's why it's
tiles.
Yep.
Okay, so Sage, you come back with the stuff, and you put it like, what do you do with it when you get there? You just
I'll knock on the door. I'm not going to go in.
okay, Bishop.
I'll just say that I've
Come
got
in.
clothes. I'd rather not. It's the men's room, and I don't think Parker would want me to see him like this.
Parker says to you, Bishop, I don't fucking care.
He says he doesn't fucking care.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will go in. I'll put his clothes down. And
Just
if he
hang
has
him over there.
William Blake, I'll read it to him.
Okay, off you go.
All right. So between
I don't know any offhand.
Neither did
Okay.
I just Googled it.
Oh, nice. I'm not going to read anymore.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yep.
Okay, Parker. This, you're into your how long has it been?
How many what, Bishop, has it been?
How long have you been going so far?
Oh, so this is over time, you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's say that the hours pass and you do your best to look after him. Is there anything particular that anybody wants to do besides comforting him?
Be there as needed if he needs any blood at some point.
Right. And as far as that's concerned, Alexis, it will occur to you that he is going to need blood. What do you want to do something about that?
Yeah, I will go out and get a bum for him.
Go and get a bum for him.
Mm-mm.
He loves a good bomb.
Parker does love That's terrible, but true.
So true.
So, all right. So you go out and you grab some food, shall we say? You procure a meal and return to the base with that said meal. What state is that said meal in when it arrives?
I'm quite drunk.
Quite drunk. Okay.
It's the usual way, give them an offering of booze and take something in return.
All right. So while you've got them there, because he's not going to be needing them for like 13 hours overall, maybe 5 hours by the time you start going looking. You're going to have this drunken bum on the premises for a few hours. Where do you keep them?
I'll probably go get it close to the time then.
Okay. How do you know when that?
Okay, I'll put him in a room with food and alcohol and let the bum do its thing.
Right. Okay, so he's just hanging out with the crew. And maybe Alan looks after him. I think Alan would probably do that too.
He is the youngest, so
yeah.
Not anymore.
Does Alan steal Parker's meal is the question. Nah. All right.
Nice.
Very good. So after a full 13 hours pass, which pretty much means the day, actually, in your case, because you've been up a long time already and had a hell of a night as it was. So it can't be more than 3 hours before dawn. So I'm expecting this is going to go well into the daytime. So who is going to look after Parker during the day?
Ooh.
Andrew.
The drunken bum.
The drunken bum.
Or you can put him in the room with him. That's probably a good idea, but can't be Raya.
Just go get your
minions. She's a. I'll get one of the. I'll make myself a new retainer, instant retainer.
Instant retainer.
Yeah, I can't do that. Damn.
You can, but you'd have to. I mean,
no,
not really very effective because they won't be bloodbound, and they won't know what's going on.
That's right. So I'm going to have to try and stay up.
Okay.
If there's no windows here, that'll be fine.
I have an idea. Francesco. Yeah,
he could do it.
Yeah.
I'll ask him to do that for me. please.
I would appreciate it.
Very well. Francesco comes down from wherever he is. Where would he normally be at this point? At your house, isn't he?
I wanted to keep him here with us. I thought it was safer than my house, personally. He also didn't live with me.
Right.
So yeah.
All right. So you bring Francesco down.
He would have been watching TV and eating something. I don't know, cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers. Okay. Well, he comes down and spends time with Parker during the day then, and looks after him and eats cheese and crackers, and promises not to do anything stupid. All right.
I believe him.
So you guys go and sleep. Eventually, you crash. You are extremely tired. Parker, Bishop, you make it into maybe half an hour into the day before the tiredness is overwhelming you. That would be extremely difficult.
I leave all the guards on high over the course of the day as well.
Okay. All right. So the guards are on high alert during the day. All right. So everyone goes to sleep. All right. The day passes. We can have a nice little daylight montage of the city. Fast forward. Okay. So you guys wake up sometime later the next night. Bishop, you wake up. What do you do? Go and see Parker.
Straight to Parker.
All right, fair enough. Alexis?
Make sure all is well. Nothing unusual happened during the day with the security.
All right.
And then if nothing has, stand them down, just usual.
Okay. And Sage?
I'll go with Bishop. Although I wake up before him, so I guess I'll be there.
Okay, so Bishop, when you get to Parker, do you wait outside to go in, or do you just go straight in because it's Francesco that's been looking after him?
I'll knock and then go in.
Right.
I'll be in.
So you're inside when Bishop gets there. Okay, there you go. So you enter. At this point, Parker is now sitting on one of the benches over to the side, next to a bum on the floor who's laying there, pretty much unconscious. In fact, when you come in, Sage, Parker's face is covered in blood. He's still half naked. And the bum's just laying there unconscious on the floor, and Parker looks up to you and drops the bum's wrist. Well, it seems like it's been done.
It's been done.
No time.
I'm gonna run up and give him a hug.
No, don't touch me now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course. Messy, but I missed you so much, and I was so worried. So worried.
I too.
If you ever need drugs, you come to me.
I don't need drugs anymore, Sage.
I know.
I never really did, to be honest with you. This was a last-minute decision. I don't really remember what happened. I only remember the journey to I parked the car, and then I...
Oh dear. Oh, do you mind if I take a sample of your blood?
Yes, now I suppose you must.
Yes. I have a feeling that you could possibly be blood bonded to the people that had you. So if I do a test, I'll make sure that's clear. You'll see.
What will happen to me if I am bonded to them?
We get rid of it.
How would you do that?
Just keep drinking from Bishop.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I know that you'll still be blood bonded to someone, but I mean, better him, in my opinion.
I would always be blood bonded to Bishop. I've always been blood bonded to Bishop. You can't change that now, I don't think.
Out of game, how many days was he gone for?
Altogether, 2.
Okay, 2.
Yeah.
Seems like it would be fine. But just in case, I'll do the blood test.
Very well, you take the blood, you can make your checks.
Okay. I've forgotten how to do this. Excellent.
You coming back to us, Barry, with video, or you're going to be a cat person forever?
I think I'll be a cat forever.
Come on, Barry. Show your beautiful face. Sorry, I'm doing the checks now. I've got my thingy up. Taste for blood. Perception and occult difficulty 7. Oh, just one. Well, I should know that he's probably a vampire.
He's a vampire. Apparently it worked.
Well, hopefully I have enough sample to give it to Uther.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll keep it till I can get to Uther.
All right. Very good. What did you put it in a bottle or something? Do you carry tubes around?
My necklace is empty. I'll put it in there.
Okay. That sounds good. So you probably drink some and stick it in it like that?
Yep.
So now you're bloodbound to Parker?
No. That's a ritual thing. Excuse me.
I just watch this going on from the side.
All right. So Alexis, you're doing something. I don't know.
Although to be fair, I think I deserve
Bishop
it.
should be there first. So Bishop, you come in.
Yes, I do.
Parker is sitting on the bench to the side. He's now currently cleaning himself up, wiping the blood off his hands, washing his face at a sink, looks at himself in the mirror. He's wearing some track pants at this point. And he's just sort of leaning against the sink, looking in the mirror. He says, well, I won't need my glasses anymore.
Nope, you won't.
It's really sad, you know.
What do you mean?
I found them hot.
Oh, I can still have glasses. I just don't need them.
All right.
I suppose I have to call you sire now.
Well, you don't have to. But, you know, occasionally it would be nice. Give me that feeling of superiority for about 2 seconds and 35 minutes.
You could call him Daddy.
Sage, what are you still doing here?
I'm sorry. I'll leave.
I get enough of that from her. Yeah.
You don't have to go. But, yeah, thank you for everything. I don't know what you did, but I think you must have saved my life. I suppose. A lot of you. Between you.
Well, to be fair, I didn't help the situation.
Oh, really? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. My bruised ribs still hurt from the bullets you shot at me.
Yeah, I know, I'm slipping. You're still alive.
Well, I'm glad. Fortunately, you didn't shoot me in the head.
No.
You could have actually killed me, you know.
I am well aware of that, and for that, I am sorry.
Oh, well, I'm feeling somewhat better, I must admit.
I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, Bishop. I think we're all surprised.
I'm going to coax Bishop to give him a hug, just like.
And he's standing. He's standing there like a brick.
Like a huge.
A touching moment.
That's all right. Parker looks over at you, Sage. He says, "It's all right. I think we have an understanding here." What are you doing, Alexis?
I would have come down and seen them and probably would have sat there off to the side awkwardly watching the weird touchy-feely moment happen.
Oh, okay. So you're not watching this all on video cameras, recording it for,
Well, that's happening automatically. I don't have to be there for that. So
you have to be there for that.
Yeah, if two or more of my party members just pair up, then the videos happen.
This way you can be in the video.
Yeah.
Right. For those lonely nights. All right. Fair enough. Well, what next? I suppose we're doing something.
I think you should take the night off
I've just had...
and not go anywhere. Just stay within my view and clean yourself up and get used to the idea of what you are and everything else like that tonight,
Yes.
okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can do that.
All right, but don't go anywhere out of my sight.
Do you literally mean out of your sight, or do you mean like off the premises?
Off the premises.
All right.
You either have Sage with me, you either have me with you, or one of the group.
I know
But
what you mean.
not by yourself.
I know what you mean. Very well.
I'm so glad you're here, Parker. Bishop has been, well, he's been ripping my hair out. Not like physically, just emotionally.
Surprised you're not bald by now.
Me too. He has not been on his game. Just
Hey,
like
Alexis.
the time he shot you.
I know you're there, Alexis. I've seen you there.
Yes, I'm just letting you do your thing.
Well,
Welcome to the group.
thank
Oh,
you
by
for
the way-
helping me down the stairs last night, the ladder.
No, it was nothing.
I'm sure it was nothing to you, but it was a lot to me.
Thank you.
Parker,
Yes.
do you need to be helped to your room?
No, I think I'm well now.
Okay.
I think it's over. I think it's done. I have my fangs. I can heal. I've been practicing some of the minor effects.
That's Machada.
I knew what
Bishop.
to expect. You don't have to teach me much, I don't think. I've been listening to you fucking licks for the last 30 years talking shit about vampirism.
Now you're a lick. Look. All right. Not to change the subject, but did you get yourself a replacement?
Not yet. I'll be working on that, I suppose.
All right. That will be your mission when you feel well enough.
All right. I can probably start working on that. But I'm going to have to practice a few things. Feeding is one of them. I made a bit of a botch on this fellow here earlier. I'm afraid he's dead.
That is unfortunate.
Yes.
We all have that moment.
I will tell him the way I normally do it, which is counting the beats out. The heartbeat. If it goes fast, up to a certain tempo, you need to stop. Wow, it sucks to talk.
Sage, I've heard you tell this to at least 3 other people.
Oh, right.
I've heard it before. I know.
It's important.
It is. I agree. Thank you, though.
I couldn't get anything from your blood, but if I take it to Uther, he will be able to do it.
Would you like some more?
I have a little bit.
Very well. Well, I mean, we could all go and visit Master Uther if you wanted, or I don't know. It'd be nice to get out of this fucking awful changing room.
I think we should go to Uther's. We have to talk about our next plan of attack.
Everything's very bright right now.
I wish I was on the same drugs you were on. That sounds fun.
No, you don't want drugs. Not those drugs. Anyway, they've all left my system. There's nothing left. It's just, as far as I know, it's just all Bishop. Yeah.
I love this. I'm gonna go prepare us a car. Ooh,
Right.
and I'm bringing Corey too.
I'm gonna get my clothes on, Bishop. Can you help me with that?
Not a problem, my friend.
Let's get upstairs to the room.
Really? You want to wear this shirt? Oh my god.
Oh, Bishop, shut up. I didn't choose these clothes. This is what Sage brought down. In fact, let's go up to my room and I can choose
Sage
my
is such a pest.
own clothes.
I think that would be amazing. I would make him look like a hipster.
What, socks and sandals?
It'd be like suspenders and a fedora. No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Bishop would love that.
Whatever Parker's got that looks nice, I would have given him, but probably a bit too formal.
Oh, damn. It's a shame Philippe is away in France, because John could have looked after him all day.
It's true. I'm sure Parker would have loved that.
Yeah. Never mind. Okay, so Bishop, you take Parker up to his room. Parker gets changed into a suit. And he puts on under his suit a Kevlar kind of waist. It's like kind of like a corset actually, but it's made of Kevlar that goes on underneath his over his shirt, but under a waistcoat, and then the jacket over the top of that. And he's got a couple of knives in the back of it. He's wearing his standard issue Glock, which he wears at all times if he can, and a couple of other. He's got a number of your habits he's picked up over the years, guns in various inconspicuous places, and some spare clips of ammo snuck in around his. He carries a satchel as well, which he throws over his shoulder. So he looks like a businessman, but he's armed to the teeth. How's that, Bishop?
I have to say, I think you look better as a vampire.
You know, I have to admit, I think I agree. A little gaunt, a little paler, but, you know, in this modern society, it's all about being skinny, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. And as I'm teaching you what I can do, I can learn too.
Sure. So, what now?
We get to work.
Right. So Parker comes back out and hooks up with wherever you guys are. You down in the hangar with a car, ready to go?
Yep. I'm like talking to Alan, being like, we're going to Uther's.
So Parker is now an 8th generation vampire. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to add a character sheet.
I'm surprised you haven't got one already. Another character for Alex to look after. Sorry, Garth.
I actually do have Lindsay's
Oh,
sheet.
he's got a sheet already?
I do.
Nice.
Where is it? Yeah, Mr. Lindsay Parker.
Mr. Lindsay Parker. Okay. Oh, we do. Yeah, you're right. Great. Okay.
He doesn't have vampire bits though.
Doesn't have vampire bits. Well, he's got 8th generation. We can put his sire's name in there. What's his sire's name again? Who's that?
Daddy Bishop.
Phoenix, isn't it?
Bishop.
Phoenix.
Daddy.
He's a
Bishop.
A bruiser, but I'll put that in brackets because I guess technically he's an caitiff. Okay.
If he's a caitiff, then he doesn't have the anger thing.
Right.
Which means Bishop's just been angry the entire time anyway.
Well, is he a caitiff or a bruiser, Bishop?
This is why we need him on camera. We can't hear you if you're trying to say anything.
He's probably gone to the bathroom. We don't know.
I don't know.
Might not be there at all. Can't see him. We can't hear him. He's furiously bashing his keyboard right now, going, "Why won't you work, fucker?"
Yep. Come on.
Oh, Barry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. I just dropped my fork.
Oh.
I see.
How convenient.
How convenient. Okay, so
what was the answer though?
The question was: is Parker going to be a caitiff or a bruiser officially?
A bruiser officially.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so we're going to give him bruiser stats then.
He would like to rage.
I would like to rage. Okay, cool. In which case he has presence, celerity,
Potence, maybe?
Potence. I can't spell these things, but I'm just typing them in fast. Oh, where's my... that's the problem. Whenever I have a USB plug in my computer, the mouse just goes really stupid slow.
I wonder if he needs potence. I mean, fortitude.
When he hangs around with you lot, he definitely needs fortitude.
Yeah. And his new lovers. Get that fortitude.
All right.
Because you know he's a gimp.
He's a gimp. And he's going to...
Yeah.
I just stripped him of a point of humanity as well. Sorry, guys.
If this was
It's
V5, there'd be a whole other ball game there.
Bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you go? Lindsay Parker gets in the car and he's like, well, let's go. Where are we going?
We're going to Uthis.
Right.
What's the chance of shit falling out of the sky? Because I'm not sure if I should bring Corey. But I do want to take her to Benjamin to look after.
Well, then you should do that, I suppose.
Okay.
Alan pops in the front of the car. He's like, shall I drive?
You got it, Alan.
Is that what you wish?
Are you still on about this? Come on, Sage, are we going to get through this or what?
You know, it's been like a week since you died in my arms and I brought you back to life. So, Alan, shut up. I'm mourning you, okay?
I'm not fucking dead, Sage. I'm right here.
But you did die. So give me a fucking break. Well, and I'm going to hop in the back.
All right.
I'm going to hold on to Corey, be angry at him.
All right.
I would like to rage.
I'd like to rage.
Yeah.
Would you like to make a self-control check? Frenzy.
It's not going to really, do much.
I don't sit between those two, just in case.
Well, what's his face? Alan's going to get in the front and try and drive.
I sit next to him. Shotgun.
No, I'm fuming.
You're fuming, but you're not.
Yeah.
Not raging. You're not.
I got 0. So.
You got 0 successes?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. The cat kind of as you're moving out, the cat screeches at you for a moment, and you realize that you're squeezing her too hard.
Oh, I'm sorry, Corey.
And she sticks her claws in you. Meow. And
that's absolutely fair.
She jumps up on the seat between you and the front and starts climbing on Alan.
Bitch.
Realistic though.
I pat the cat a little bit.
Okay. Very well. So Alan's like, so we're going to Uthas, is that right? I hope you all brought your IDs because we're going to hit some checkpoints. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah?
I turn into my 5 guy. That matches it.
Right. And what about Parker here? Does he have an MI5 identity?
Yes.
Excellent. Good. Okay, then we're off. Open the gates. And they open the gates, and boom, you drive out, and off into the back streets you go, heading around the M25 till you get to Watford, and then you veer north past Hernal and Hampstead until you get to the forests of...
Bishop is making sure we're not being followed.
All right, Bishop, can we get a wits and alertness check from Gareth?
And would you have got a healed aggravated damage, Bishop Barry? Oh shit!
If you could have, you would have, right?
I did.
Well, we're still rolling at -1, and that's still really good.
Yeah. So you rolled at -1, and you got 5 successes for your perception, your wits and alertness. So Bishop, as you're driving along, you are checking in the mirrors and looking around. And there is indeed a, you think it's a motorcycle that is following you.
Alan, turn here, will you?
Yeah, sure. Any particular reason? Where are we going? This is not the way to Uther's.
Turn right again.
All right. Okay. No, don't ask any questions. Just do what you're told. Yeah. All right. Go on. What about now? We're coming up to a T junction. Do we go left or right?
Still there, Russell?
Yep. Can't hear you though. But I also can't.
Left.
All right. So they go left. All right. This vehicle seems to be following you, Bishop. What are we doing? Says Alan.
We're being followed.
Oh fuck. Can you? Oh, no, you know what? I'll just. What's Alan's? Can you make a self-control check for Alan?
Yep. Where are you? Self-control. Right. Here's 4 dice. Other 2. Just the 1.
Okay. As Alan turns and he gets up from the straight, and you say we're being followed, he's a little bit shocked and wobbles the car slightly. But
I'm gonna hop in front. I'm gonna sit on him
into the front seat.
Yeah.
On top of Alexis.
On top of whomever is driving.
What
So
are you
if it's
doing,
Alan-
Sage?
Is it Alan that's driving?
Yeah.
Alan is driving. Yeah.
Right. I hop on top of him and I
What are you
take over.
You can't do this. You look. We're gonna crash. Can you make a Dex and driving check?
I grab the wheel to steady it if I can.
You can add a dice because of that.
You can roll that if you wanna.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alexis, you're adding the extra dice.
Okay.
1 success.
1 success and 1 success.
I'm helping.
You're helping.
2 successes.
All right, 2 successes plus 1 success. So is that correct? 3 successes in total.
Yeah.
All right, you managed this ridiculous maneuver without driving off the road and without smashing into any cars on either side of the road or parked or otherwise. You're in this semi-industrial little back lot on the very fringe of the city before it breaks out into the forest.
Alexis, look after Corey for me, please.
Can do. Come here, kitty.
What am I supposed to do, says Alan, now that
Just sit there and look pretty or something.
Be comfortable.
Meanwhile, Parker's in the back seat, and you can hear him locking and loading pistols.
Cool.
Bishop?
Parker,
Yeah.
you feel up to a little action?
What do you think? So,
How about we find out who they are first before we start shooting, Bishop?
Brilliant idea.
why don't we use our MI5 protocols to stop them and interrogate them?
Sounds good.
Okay. Off you go.
I think I will.
I leave it in
attempt-
your capable hands, guys.
I will attempt to slow down the car and get spin behind him.
Spin behind him.
Yeah.
Now, this is a motorcycle. It's a lot more maneuverable than you are, but you can try.
I can try.
And
That's what I like to hear.
So it wouldn't surprise me if you rolled 1,000,000 dice because you have specializations in every skill in the entire game.
This isn't actually a specialization for a sage.
Yes, but you're going to ask me now, is this risky?
Oh, I know
It's
it's
a
risky.
perk, Russell.
Okay, so you can make a Dex and Drive check.
Already have.
Was it 5 successes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The motorcyclist crashes into a nearby car, flies off the bike, hurtles
Goddamn.
through the air, and lands smashed up on the next vehicle about 5 inches from the nearest power pole.
I will stop immediately.
All right.
I'll stop. I'll
Stop.
move up a little. Stop.
All right, so you move up a little and stop.
Um,
They were behind you, so you've spun around, done a U-turn, basically headed directly at them, and then drifted around behind them.
Yeah.
Bishop looks at Ellen. Bishop looks at Ellen and says, "Bring back memories, does it?"
Alan's just got his head in his hands right now. Parker gets out of the car and just stands next to the vehicle. He opens your door, Bishop.
I get out.
He puts one hand on his hip. Right. You get out and he shuts the door behind you. He moves to the next door. Whoever's at the next door, he opens the next door, possibly Alexis. All right. Opens your door.
Thank you.
Look after Corey.
No.
And I'll hop out.
Parker moves around behind the car to a position where he could take cover if this turned violent. All right, what are you guys doing? There's this individual laying sprawled on top of a car.
Bishop is gonna walk up to him.
Okay, they're about 15 meters away right now. About 7, maybe 6 cars down the road from where you are in terms of car parks.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk over there and you can see that there's blood dripping down the side of the car window that they're lying on top of.
Yeah.
Laying there with their arm flopped off the side of the car.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Go up.
All right.
Check his pulse.
Check his pulse. Okay. Pulse is quite light, quite slow.
Okay. Have a look at him. Him or her.
Wearing a motorcycle helmet and a full suit, motorcycle driving jacket, helmet, pants, gloves.
Any weapons?
Not on the outside of his or her clothes.
I'll check their clothes and.
Okay. So you're going to take the jacket off or what?
Yeah. Carefully.
You're going to have to move them off the roof of this car if you want to start doing this shit.
Okay, I'll take them off the roof of the car.
And you could pat them down.
Yeah, I'll pat them down.
Okay, you pat them down, and we'll make a. I'll say you find something. You find a phone. You find a gun. You find something that equates to a wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Yeah. When you pat them down.
Does the wallet have a name in it, or a card in it, or anything in it?
Yeah, it does. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. 1 moment, please. The name is it turns out to be a woman. The name is Adeline Greer. That's the name on their driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is she unconscious?
Seems to be.
Okay.
I think Sage would do what she did with Alan. Just try and stabilize her. Well, try and help where she could, and potentially give her blood if necessary.
Okay.
Because she's still a filthy,
I'll give her my blood.
humanity person.
I'll give her my blood.
Which one of you is going to give her blood?
Me.
Okay, that's good. Because I'm kind of hungry right now.
You don't want you near her, then you might kill her.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so Bishop, you pull Sage away from her.
Yeah.
Thank you. Please look after her.
All right. So you start trying to give her blood.
Yep.
All right. She starts to wake up moments later. Okay. And she looks up at you. She's groaning.
Hi.
Get away from me! She rolls off the side of the car onto the ground on the other side, and she starts struggling to move away from you.
I go and help her up.
All right, you just pick her up by the back of her collar.
Yep.
To her feet.
Yep.
Okay. She's teetering around, very weak. Oh, who are you?
My name is unimportant.
Oh.
How are you? Did you say Adeline? Russell?
Yeah, that's what I said, out of game, yes. That's on her driver's license.
Okay. How are you, Adeline?
How do you know my name?
Oh, I just couldn't do that. And I'll use a little bit of that old presence.
A little bit of the old presence. All right. So
Come on, Barry, let's go. Charisma performance. Difficulty 7.
Garth, can you do that for us, please?
Zero successes.
Zero successes.
No idea. I knew you'd say that.
She turns around and she slaps you across the face weakly. And she tries to break free of your grip.
There's no need for that. There's no need for that. I'm actually here to help you. Let's be nice to each other, shall we?
You're an abomination. Get away from me.
Oh, yes.
Get away from me.
Let me guess. Are you... what are they called? How is the Society of Leopold doing then?
Oh, just leave me alone.
I'll tell you what. This abomination has just saved your life, so...
After you knocked me off my bike, yes.
You were following us.
So
what did you...
Within my rights.
What did you want? Can I help you?
Get away from me. Just leave me alone. Let me go.
Oh, I don't think the Society of Leopold wants you now.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh.
She looks down at herself. She's like, oh, no, you didn't. I'm not. No, please tell me I'm not.
Tell you you're not? Well, I've got the good news and I've got the bad news. Would you like the good news first or the bad news?
She starts reaching into her pocket.
Now be careful, because if you pull out a gun, it won't hurt me, remember?
That's what you think. She fires at you. And
after the way she feels,
yeah, you can.
I'll use celerity to stop her.
Okay. I will get a cursory dex and athletics check.
Yeah.
You can call it dex and dodge, actually.
Dodge then athletics, maybe? Because celerity.
Oh,
Don't forget about the blood point.
He botched. Oh, he spent blood in...
Celerity does that. Don't worry, you'll get a feed soon. I'm really hungry.
You can make 2 checks.
Cool.
Take it on the chin.
4.
4. Okay. All right, no worries. She pulls out the gun and you can do whatever you want.
I just disarm her and go, I punch her. Real.
That's true. You fuckers are strong.
I said, no guns.
They're going to find you. They know where I am.
Yeah.
They know where I am. They're going to be here any minute now.
You got a tracker on you, right?
You should run. You should leave me alone and run. Or you could stay here. Yeah. Stay here. I need your help. Help me.
Okay.
Greetings, Luke.
A karate chop to the back of the neck.
With the what intention?
Knocking around.
Sleepy time.
Dump. She's out.
Okay. All right. She's probably got a track on her. Let's look for it. Quick. Fast.
All right, so what do you do to find the tracker? Where do you look?
Look, in all the places I would put a tracker.
What are those places, Barry?
Between her legs, everywhere.
Someone's butt, probably, like last time.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. You search her body, and this is on the street, remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna take her in the car quickly and do it.
Okay. As you're carrying her to the car, you see a police vehicle cruising down the road in your direction.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop, it goes, and they stop nearby. And a couple of...
I obfuscate level 4 with the cat.
Okay. You disappear.
I love that. Thank you.
two bobbies get out of the car, start walking over to you. Hello, what's going on here? Gentlemen, sir, I think you should put the person down on...
I think you should look at my ID.
Not until you put them down.
I think you should look at my ID.
I can't see your ID, and I don't know...
Here it comes. Now I'm reaching into my pocket for my ID. Now I'm holding this lady because she's a suspected terrorist. So if I let her go and she runs, it'll be your fault, and you'll go from cop to
Why
cardboard.
don't you bring her, put her in our car, and we can escort you back to Scotland Yard?
I think you better look at the ID before you get in a lot of trouble.
He goes, all right, Jack, go and look at the ID. I'll just stay on it. And the male cop comes over to you, or the female cop keeps the gun on you. And he comes over you and takes the ID. Says he's MI5, sir. She goes, that's miss to you, you fucking idiot. How many times do I have to tell you? MI5, is it? Starts to lower the gun.
You can take the ID to your friend so she can see it.
He brings it over and she has a look.
And here's a number that you can ring if you've got a problem with it.
So, okay, all right. So do you need help with this? What's going on?
No, I think we got this in hand, but thanks a lot.
I think we need to clean up this bike and stuff. There's a lot of damage done here.
Yeah, but we need it squared off. We need it squared off and analysed.
You want us to cordon the spot?
That's right.
All right, we'll deal with that. Who do I call for paperwork?
You call this number.
All right, they take the number down.
Okay.
All right, and they let you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Shit.
Excuse me, young lady. What was your name?
Is this the cop?
Yeah.
She says, I'm D.I. Adelaide.
Badge number?
She tells you.
Thank you.
D.I. Adelaide. I'm going to write that down too.
I'll walk over to Bishop. Oh, within reason, I don't really want to get too close.
Yeah.
Let's take her and go.
All right, so you get her in the car. And...
I don't feel comfortable with taking her to Uthis.
Sound.
You say you needed something to drink.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. Let's just take her back to the compound. Or the airbase.
All right. Let's take her back to the compound.
Maybe that silly doctor will show up.
I'm still searching her for a tracker, by the way.
All right, so you got her in the back of the car and she's unconscious and you're searching for a tracker.
Yeah.
Well, she does have a phone.
Yeah, look on the phone. Well, throw the phone. Oh, I know what I'll do. Take the chip out.
Okay, so you take the chip out of the phone.
And throw the phone away.
SIM card, okay. So you you break the phone and chuck it out the window.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that.
And I look like feel between her legs.
Bye.
You know, all that stuff.
Okay. That's creepy.
It is, but they do hide them in
I shield the kitty
ways.
from this carry-on.
Thank you.
I just love the way that was the first place you looked.
Well, it's the first. Well, where did the last tracker go? The last and only tracker we've ever had. Where did that go?
With Philippe.
To be
And how
fair,
big was it? And like, you know.
and who had it?
It's Philippe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Philippe.
So I'm driving back to the airbase.
All right.
I know it's kind of a waste of time, but
Are you still on top of Alan?
no, I've kicked him out. I'm driving.
Alan's in the back now. He's just sulking in the back.
Okay. Right.
Go back to the airbase. She's still unconscious. Besides the phone, you haven't found any trackers at this point.
Okay.
Parker says we can scan her for a tracker. You know.
Okay, let's do that.
We have to use the. We have to be at the base though. We're going to need the equipment.
Can we not have we not got any portable ones?
No, sir, afraid not. Don't carry them.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
I can put together a kit for us in the future.
I have an idea.
do that.
Get Rhea to meet us somewhere.
Get Rhea to meet us? I can do that. He pulls out his phone.
By the way, technically, Parker,
Yes,
Ray is your broodmate now.
I'm aware.
Okay. I just thought you might like it to spend a little time together.
However, you're stronger than her. Don't tell her that. She'll be very jealous.
Right. Generations. Interesting. Something I don't know.
But
I suppose.
you're the same generation as me, though.
Interesting. That's good to know. All right. He calls up Rhea. Where do we want to meet her anyway?
He names a bunch of old buildings that he knows is around at a derelict building spot.
Okay, so you find some derelict buildings. Rhea meets you there.
Yeah.
She brings some scanners. The girl wakes up a couple of times. Each time she wakes up, do you knock her out again? Or
Yeah.
She's going to get brain damage.
Happily.
Happily.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very well. Happily knock her out a couple of times, and finally is there, and she scans her. There is indeed a tracker, but it is not on her person so much as in the heel of her boot.
Okay. Good.
Notice
right.
where it wasn't.
And Parker cuts open the heel of her boot with a knife from his back and removes the tracker.
Okay.
Dr. Shipman, would you like to appear with Rhea?
Give the tracker to me and I'll put it on an animal, not the cat I'm holding.
That's good.
Off you go.
Luke, would you like to appear with Rhea, who's just turned up on the scene?
Sure.
Okay. Very well. So you're in this derelict building. These guys have been out driving in the car. They've just picked up some woman somewhere. You don't know, but they've turned up, and Rhea's been asked to come out there and bring some a scanner to see if the woman has a tracker on her before they do anything else with her. Parker has turned up. You've learned. He turned up the night before. This is now the following evening. Okay.
Well, he just appeared out of nowhere.
Well, I'll let them tell that story.
Yes.
Parker
Pretty much.
He is present.
Go on, Barry.
Parker is present, and he's a vampire when you get there.
Okay. Is there going to be any explanation?
So Dr. Shipman gets out of the car with Rhea while Rhea scans the lady.
Well, you were with us last time. We had a person invaded to our base. What they dropped
Before
off.
we have a conversation, get rid of the tracker.
Okay, I'll go do it. I call over.
We should have like some sort of entrance that vaporizes things or destroys electronics or something like that.
What about our
Right.
own electronics? Says
Exactly.
Sorry, what was that?
What about our own electronics? Says Alan.
Well, I mean, you can turn it on and off. You don't have to have it all the time.
Right. Okay.
You know, like an airport security thing, right?
Like so, you
We
stop,
need a
in the entrance and then turn it on and it vaporizes all their stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bit indiscriminate though, isn't it? Like, what if you wanted something off them? Like, what if they had a phone with a bunch of contacts on it or something like that, and you wanted those?
You do the pat down first, you know. You put
Right.
those in the bucket to the side, and then you let them through the walkway.
It's like the last thing that they do, basically.
Yeah.
The process of admission. Yeah, I see what you mean. That's quite clever, you know.
Hey Rhea, could you take her with you? It'll save us some effort.
What?
Oh,
I'm sorry. What?
Raya,
Where? Yeah.
how's your interrogation going?
Which interrogation?
I imagine you're experienced at interrogation.
I have some experience.
Good. Take this girl back to the base and interrogate and find out what you can.
Okay. Very well. She takes the girl and puts her in the car, in their car.
Try and keep her alive, because otherwise Sage will look at me in that strange way that she does.
Rhea looks back at you. She says, I'm not sure I have a problem keeping her alive.
Good. Okay, and say hello to Parker.
Parker's right here, so she says hello to Parker.
No, he points at Parker, knowing Parker's right there.
No.
I mean, you and him have a lot in common now.
Great. Yeah. Congratulations, Parker. Welcome to the other side. And she goes off with the girl and puts her in the car. They drive off.
and we will
So,
too.
Parker walks over to you, Dr. Shipman. He says,
No, we won't.
nobody else is going to explain anything to you, so I suppose I might as well.
I'm finding
Thank
an animal
you,
to stick
Parker.
the tracker to.
Everybody do this in the car. Thank you.
Let's get in the car, Doctor.
okay.
Come, you might as well come with us.
I'll wait
Yeah,
for Alexi
sure.
though.
I find a cat or something that I can attach it to its collar.
All right, you can do that. Takes a few minutes. While you're doing that, Parker says to Dr. Shipman, well, I don't remember much of what happened, to be honest with you, Doctor, but apparently they found me on the roof of the hangar. Bishop wasn't sure who it was, so he shot me a couple of times. I was tied
That's
up.
not surprising.
I was tied up in some sort of mask and disguise or something. Apparently I looked like a sniper or something. Anyway, he shot me, and then he and Sage found me there and saved me. The Bishop began the process right then and there on the roof. And that's really the story of it. There's not much more to it than that. I've just been spent the day suffering through the embrace, and seems to have done its course. And now I am one of you, I suppose. And now it's really a case of getting used to things. And you know, I've been around all of this for quite a while, so it's not too strange. It's kind of like finally going on that trip to New York that you've never been on, but you've read all about.
You don't remember anything after your overdose?
No, I don't. I don't remember anything. A few vague feelings like I might remember something, but it doesn't seem to come back. I can say that all the drugs have passed out of my system, though, so that's good. I'm clean.
Okay.
How are you doing, Doctor?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm happy that you're alive.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to have you here. Anyhow, what's next, ladies and gentlemen?
Waiting for Alexi to get back. And then we'll drive to Uther's.
All right.
Hey,
Lexi comes
all
padding.
sorted.
Yep. Gets in the car and you go driving off to Uther's. All
Yep.
right. Brum, brum, brum. Does anyone have anything they want to say in the car before they get to Uther's or anything like that?
Hey, kitty. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
She picks at your sores with her claws
Weirdo.
and licks them.
I will make
Blood
sure
bonding
that
the
we're
cat.
not being
Fuck.
followed.
It's okay though.
Sorry, Barry, what was that?
I will make sure we're not being followed.
Okay, let's get another perception and alertness check for
Here we go again.
Bishop.
1.
One success. All right. You don't believe you're being followed. And you get to Uther's gates, and the gates are presently open.
Has anybody informed Uther that we're actually coming through his gates? He might not want us to come through his gates.
I'm wondering why it's open.
You know how sociable he
Let's
is.
stop the car.
Those
Yes.
gates are open.
And I hop out.
All right.
And I do an investigation check.
All right. You can make an investigation check. So this is what? Wits and investigation?
Sure.
You
3.
just have a night where they don't kill us all the time.
3
All right.
successes. Well, the gates are open because somebody's left them open. But you don't know who or how or why.
Okay.
I hop back in, and I'm going to be slow. I'm going to tell everyone
They weren't
to
damaged.
keep their eye out.
They haven't been damaged. They haven't been broken.
Okay, good.
Or anything.
Good.
I obfuscate level 4 with the cat again.
Okay.
I am very suspicious,
All right.
but that's okay.
Fair
I think
enough.
it's one of those classic open the door situations. Red herring.
Let's see.
I hope so.
All right. And you get to the front door, and you notice you can make another wits and investigation check.
4.
Benjamin's car is missing.
Did we
That's
borrow it
fine.
and leave it somewhere?
I'm sure he's fine. No, I'm not sure, but I'm suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hop out, go to the door,
All right.
do the secret pass knock.
Nobody answers the door.
Excellent. I open the door.
All right. You've got a key.
Why would I not? I lived there
It's true.
for 15 years.
It's true. All right. So you go in. Nobody seems to be around presently, and at least not downstairs, not down near the kitchen or the entranceway or the living room or the dining room.
I call out. Hello?
No response.
Parker and I are holding our guns in the holsters, but we're near them.
Okay.
We're doing what we would do if we were checking out a place that we were suspicious about.
Okay. Parker waits at the front door then.
Mm.
Puts his back against the door and is holding his gun next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll run upstairs to Uther's, studio thing.
Study.
It's the one.
So there's the library, and then within the library, in the back corner of the library, there's a bookshelf that kind of is attached to the wall and a sliding door. And you know the way through that. Okay, so you open that up. Presently nobody at home.
I'm sitting in the car, obfuscated, just keeping an eye out.
Oh,
What you can do though, Sage, is make
yeah.
a perception and alertness check.
Okay. Nope.
No? Okay. Fair enough. So, Garth, you said you're sitting in the car with the cat. Is that what I heard?
Yep, obfuscated, just
Obfuscated in the car with the cat. Okay, so Garth, you can make a perception alertness check.
making sure it's the right character sheet. 3 successes.
Okay, you see down on the road lights turning in through the gate.
I pick up the cat, still
Yes.
obfuscated, and just move off over to the side behind a tree or something and just watch what's going to go on.
So you get out of the car.
Yep.
And you move off to a tree.
Yep.
All right. And you get off behind a tree with the cat.
Yep.
And you see this car coming up the driveway.
Yep.
You hear it, the tires crackling over the gravel.
I text Sage, there's a car coming up the drive.
3 successes. As it gets closer, you recognize that it's Benjamin's number plate.
Suspicious.
I wait till I confirm it's Benjamin.
You believe it's Benjamin.
I hit the side of the car as he drives past.
All right.
He's gonna hate you.
He suddenly swerves.
Not enough to damage the car, but
Enough to give him a shit himself.
Yep.
Yeah, he suddenly swerves the car and stops. Can he see you, or are you still obfuscated?
Yeah, I jump out now.
Okay.
With the cat.
He gets out of the car. What the bloody hell do you think you're doing? You scared the flipping bejesus out of me.
And you did the same.
What are you talking about? I did the same. What are you talking about? You see he's holding a bottle of milk in one hand.
Been a rough night.
What are you talking about? Oh, I see you brought the cat.
I did.
Well, as it so happens, I've just been out to get milk for my tea.
Milk's bad for cats.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course, all cats drink milk. It's a ludicrous statement. Who told you that? You Nosferatu buddies?
Yeah, and the 90s internet.
Would you like a lift up to the house?
Sure, thank you.
All right. And he drives you up to the house. In any case, you guys are in the house poking around, terrified.
And there's a car coming.
And there's a car coming. So what do you do?
I'll rush over to the window.
All right.
Parker, door.
Parker's at the door.
Take one side. I'll take the other.
All right. He does. Well, long story short, these guys come in and it's Benjamin with a bottle of milk and
Oh my God.
Alexis with a cat. What's going on around here, says Benjamin. What are you all doing? Why are you all here? Nobody told me you're coming.
Not my fault.
What do you mean?
You can talk to Sage. She's gone up there somewhere.
Sage? Sage?
Hello?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, Benjamin. I'm glad it's you.
Well, I'm glad it's me too. Who did you expect?
Could be
Parker and I
anyone.
put our guns.
Yeah.
So basically, we've come here to ask if they could help us with Parker's blood. We need to figure out if it's been tempered in any way.
Parker walks in and he comes across to Benjamin. Benjamin looks at him and I see.
Yes.
Parker nods before Benjamin, who says, it's good to see you again, old friend. And you. But yes, how peculiar. Seems things have changed, doesn't it? Well, I suppose it was in the wind. And besides, Benjamin, you have expressed your disinterest in such a transformation, haven't you? That's true, I have, yes, indeed. I have my reasons, and I'm sure you know, if anyone does, what they are. I do indeed know your reasons.
Who would eat all those pickled jams?
Who indeed would eat all those pickled jams, says Benjamin. Who indeed would eat them? And besides, who would get the milk for your damned cat?
Yeah.
Come on, Corey, come with me. I'll feed you. Looks like these people have been abusing you. Look at you, you poor little thing. Picks her up. Give her here.
I have not been. He's well looked after. She's, I don't know, cats looked after.
You don't even know if this she or a boy, do you?
Well, it's not one of those things you just go poking around and checking. It's impolite.
I see. Well, he takes her off to the kitchen. I mean, you're welcome to follow him to the kitchen if you want to.
No, he's fine.
All right. By the way, Uth will be back later. He's gone to a meeting tonight.
A meeting?
Yes, yes. He stops in the hallway with the cat in one hand and the milk in the other, turns back to you, and he's standing there in this shaft of light. It's pretty dark right now. There's no lights on inside the house, as far as I'm aware. And he stands there with the cat and the milk. He says, yes, he's gone to meet some old friend of his. couple of friends, actually. I'm not sure exactly.
Uther has friends. Interesting.
Well,
He's a likable guy.
look,
It's true.
you didn't hear this from me, all right? But, well, he knows there are a number of vampires in this city that he talks to, shall we say, regularly. And when I say regularly, I don't mean regularly in the sense that the knitting club gets together on a weekly basis. I'm talking about once, perhaps every 5 or 10 years. A few acquaintances that he is familiar with. I know one of them is the primogen of the Gangrel, I believe. He mentioned that. I can't say I know who the other one is.
So Milosh? Wait, is it for here? The primogen for London?
Yes, I believe so, yes.
Oh.
Did you say Milosh?
Milosh Svengel?
That would be the one, yes.
Yes,
Have you met them?
I sure have. I was about to look to Alan, but I stopped myself.
Come on, Sage, give it up.
Give what up?
We need to talk, don't we, eh? Come on. Why don't we let this lot do their thing and you and I have a chat?
All right.
All right.
I Dr. Shipman. I know what he's like. Searching through the fridge.
Searching through the fridge. All right, so
It's fine. It's fine.
Alexis and Bishop and Shipman, what are you three gonna do?
I don't know. What do you guys feel like doing? We're kind of at odds now.
Parker, it looks like we're gonna have to wait for
Let's
Lord,
play chess.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a game of chess, Doctor.
Okay.
Excellent. Very well. Besides, Bishop, it seems I have nothing left to do but wait. I have all the time in the world now.
Oh, your whole life will be full of hurry up and wait.
Yes, no doubt. It's already
All
been
right.
that way for the last 20. Anyway, okay, so you guys are playing chess. Well, feel free to devise chess dice rolls against one another. Meanwhile,
Not athletics.
not
Potence.
potence.
You could use potence to throw the board off when I beat you.
Oh, dab.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a good game, Parker.
I reckon is chess. What the hell would chess be? It would be intelligence and I was thinking academics almost.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would have thought
I'm
wits.
trying to think of something else.
Wits? Yeah, it could be wits. Yeah, that would make sense. Would it be wits and academics?
What are you doing? Aren't you super
You don't have to
intelligent?
be academic to be good at chess. It's a strategy military game.
Yeah, but having read books on chess definitely improves your game, in
That's
my
true.
opinion.
Parker?
Could be,
Investigation, maybe?
could be just straight wits, but you kind of need to have a skill in it, like one dot in chess. Like you have to know the rules.
I mean, you guys could always explain how you play.
Parker,
So
Like-
I've got $100
Just
on the
spend the
dot.
rest of the game describing.
I'm seeing what the
Just
internet
bring up
says.
chess.com.
right.
I shift the pawn forward.
Yeah. Knight
Wow.
to rook 4. Check.
We could just roll a bunch of d10s and do the success for that.
Parker, that's cheating. You can't bet on the game and then start playing it.
What are you talking about, sir? Okay, Alan and Sage, you head off to a private space.
I like sitting on the staircase.
All right, on the staircase. Very well. He walks down the stairs next to you. And then he sort of sits down. So I'm sorry, all right? I don't mean to piss you off. And I'm sorry that, you know, you feel hurt about things. I guess that's what it is, right? It's hurt.
It's hurt
He takes your hand.
and anger.
Look, nothing's really changed. I'm still here. And
I know.
I still care as much as I always did. Nothing's changed.
Look, you weren't there. You didn't see yourself fall and then land in like a puzzle.
Yeah, that's true.
And now, okay, yes, I might be a bit smothering, but I just want to make sure you're okay and that you have the tools to survive.
Well, that goes both ways. You know.
Mm.
You know, this is kind of like being part of a little bit of a family, isn't it? Like with all these other people in this little club that we're in, isn't it? You know, it's like, you know, you might have turned me into a vampire, and I suppose in a way that makes you kind of like my mother. But on the other hand, then we've got Uncle Ufa, don't we? You know, and all these other old kindred that much older than the pair of us. They're more like our mums and dads, aren't they? So it makes us a bit like siblings in a way.
I tend not to think of it like that because
Well,
that's a little bit disturbing.
okay,
but,
okay.
But I get it. I
I'm
understand.
saying, you know, I'm saying that we're all part of some sort of community. We give a shit about each other. We're all looking after each other. We've got each other's backs. It's not just you that has to protect me, and it's not just me that has to protect you. We are protecting each other, right? You know. By the way, I don't know too much about it. Out of game, just quickly. I don't think Alan has any clue, really, any deep understanding of the Order of Mars, does he, at this point?
Well, he would know about it.
Has he been to the mountain?
We were allowed to take one ghoul.
Right, but has it happened?
Want to roll a dice?
I'm going to say no.
Okay, sweet. Right.
So I do have one question. I'm curious about what's been going on over in Europe. You know, you guys do go away a lot, and you haven't really told me much about that.
I know. It's not like I can. I have been wanting to, but now's not the right time.
Okay, now that's
I'll
fair.
keep asking them, and they'll let me know.
Well, you know, maybe I'm all grown up now, and maybe they'll let me know about whatever it is.
I hope so.
Whoever they are, whoever your bosses are. I assume it's Uther, right? And he's your sire, so it must be.
He is my sire, not my boss.
Okay, that's good to know.
I think I'll, you know, like move in and just give him a kiss.
All right.
On the lips as a thank you for saying sorry. Thank you for talking to me.
I would have got you something or something if I could have had a chance, but you know, it's been busy and stuff, and I would like to. You know,
if you want to get me anything,
yeah,
you should get yourself some more socks.
Right, I can do that. Yeah, I might need a $5 though. I don't seem to have any money left in my wallet.
Really, a $5? I'll pull out whatever I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
He takes it gladly.
I didn't know he was so hard up.
Well, well, the thing is, he's probably not that hard up. He's just really stingy because he grew up in a hard working class background, you know.
Mm.
And so he puts every cent away.
Wow. Should we go back to the others?
Yeah.
I'm glad we did this.
He squeezes your hand for a moment. Me too. Thank you.
I wouldn't put that there. No, I wouldn't put that there, Doc.
You guys come
no.
in.
Yep.
So they're still playing chess very well.
I wouldn't put it there. No.
Oh, damn it, Bishop. Stop backseat chess playing.
Parker did it. I'm allowed to.
I did not do
You
that.
did so. You told Alexi where to move.
You know there's a
Never
billiards
do
table
such-
upstairs, right?
That's why I got
Oh.
the -2. I listened to you guys.
Oh, crap. I didn't know there was a billiard table upstairs.
You are, in
Somewhere.
fact, supposed to be quiet while you're playing chess.
Parker, you want a game?
Chess against you, sir?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I can play.
All right.
Can't say I'm good, but I can play.
All right.
So we decided intelligence and performance.
Intelligence and performance. That's a good one. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
How did it go?
Well, he was playing snakes and ladders at the end, so we both
I forgot what we're up
lost.
to.
All right. Fine. Do we need to? Does anybody care who won?
I do.
Not at all. We were
Looks
just
like
playing.
nobody's going to tell anyway. So there you go.
You can read the numbers.
read the numbers. Right. John versus. Well, it's hard to say where they start, isn't it?
Alexi did.
I
Oh.
think it was him, a tie, at me, and then a terrible.
Yeah, and then you got a -2.
Wow. Okay. So the doctor's pretty good at chess.
That was the flipping the board over moment, I
Yeah.
think.
Right. Okay. Well, Parker will give you the rundown on what happened because he was there. So there you go. Okay. So what are we waiting for here? Waiting for you to take yourself off mute, I assume.
Grab the pieces, white and black, and then put them behind my back and then bring them back again.
All right.
Choose, Parker.
Yes. He chooses black.
Okay. All right. We start the game.
All right. Very good. But no, that's not what I meant. So what are we waiting for here at this house?
Uther.
We are waiting for Uther so your blood can get tested.
Ah, I see.
Well, that, and I think he might be able to help us with our plan.
What plan?
The plan against Lady
We
Lisa.
haven't made a plan yet. But yes, you're right. He's brighter than all of us put together. So yeah.
Well, that's high praise.
Look,
It's true.
he's a powerful man, unlike us.
Bishop's best years are done.
They are. Ever since I met you,
I'm being savage.
Wow, you live forever and your best years done. Jeez.
Yeah.
Tonight was perhaps the highlight of your life, I imagine, Bishops. Is
Getting hit with a chopper ages you.
the greatest you could have given.
Can we not talk about choppers? I have a thing about choppers now.
Complex.
They're heavy when they're on top of you. You know that. All right. Anyway, all right, Parker, make your move.
All right, so you play some chess, and this goes on for a while. A couple of hours pass. If anyone wants to do anything particular, now's the time.
Remembering one thing, Parker.
So?
And he whispers, "You're my blood, you know. My blood. My blood. Just note that as you beat me." Okay, off you go.
All right, so anyway, that goes on. And finally, Uther returns, coming up the stairs, and he walks in and finds you all. Well, greetings all. I see I've returned to a gathering of the coterie. How may I help you? Mr. Parker, you have returned, and
Yes.
you have been turned.
Yes.
Interesting. Are you well then, Mr. Parker? He stands up, sir. Yes, I'm quite well, thank you. I seem to have recovered from my ordeals, and despite the difficulties, I seem to be doing fairly well. He refers to the chessboard upon which he's busy thrashing Bishop.
Nice.
And I also wanted to know if he was well in the mind and the blood, my lord.
Ah, I see. Of course, there would be something.
Bullshit.
Well, he seems to be well by the looks of his aura. He walks over to Parker and puts his hands on him, like, as you can imagine, some old shaman woman going over, see if he's got the right number of fingers and toes. Come with me, Mr. Parker. We shall give you a full examination to see that you are, in fact, well, so to speak. Very well, sir. And Parker gets up and he takes Parker into his study. And before he leaves, he says, you may stay here and wait, or you may go about your business. That might take, an hour or two. Parker says, sir, you don't need to wait up for me. I can find my way home if necessary. Why don't you go out and...
Shall we get a taxi?
We need to talk to Uther about Lady Amisa. Potentially.
Yeah, yes,
Uther
and
steps back out. He said, did I hear a name?
yes, Lady
Is it
Amisa.
more important we have that discussion before or after I do these tests?
Let's have it after you've done that, sir. If it would suit you.
Very well. I shall begin the tests. There is one test that will take some time, and during which perhaps I will leave the blood to distill. At that point, I shall come and discuss these things with you. I will be back. He leaves you, closes the door. About 15 minutes pass, and then Uther returns to you alone, and closes the door behind him. Mr. Parker is well so far. I am performing further tests. I believe things shall be agreeable. Now, what is it that you wish to discuss?
Well, our plan is to, Lady Misa has been hassling us, and we've been told by Gustavius to put an end to it. I was wondering if you have any advice or something.
Out of game. Did Gustavius said put an end to it?
Yeah, well, we did discuss about the tower and sort of bringing her there and stopping her.
Still on an island.
I'm pretty sure we were sort of coaxed to taking her out.
So Gustav mentioned to you Halgut Castle.
Yes.
Right. And you say you intend to destroy her?
Well, it's one way of putting an end to it.
Is that what you intend to do?
It's what I intend to do.
I see.
There's a few questions I have, if I may.
Do.
The order doesn't want anything to do with Lady Amisa, do they?
That is why you are putting an end to it, I suspect.
I just want to be perfectly clear about that, because no mistakes can be made here.
No, you must not make mistakes over this situation. Let me explain it to you mildly. As far as I am aware, Lady Amisa has come across Mardon some time ago when he was the Prince of Rome. This was perhaps 50 years or more past. Since then, Mardon has, shall we say, abdicated his position in Rome as the prince and gone into a more secretive and private life. Oh, itchy nose all of a sudden. Whoa, Uther doesn't do that. He says, Upon his abdication and disappearance, several people, most paid no heed. Most assumed that he had chosen retirement or that he was perhaps even had been destroyed. Others yet believed that he might have joined the Inconnu or otherwise. A few radicals believed he may have changed sides and joined forces with the Sabbat. Of course, those that knew him, and Lady Amisa, I believe, was one of those few, had other ideas, kept tabs upon him, watched his assets, and whereupon those assets moved and changed and grew. And so Lady Amisa has, it seems, come to some conclusions. I'm not sure where she is gaining her information from, but I suspect the Order has some sort of leak somewhere.
Could that leak be Philippe?
Quite potentially, yes. After all, he has spent the most time with her. I do not suggest that Gratiano would perform such an action on purpose. I doubt that very much. I suspect that our master has placed blockades upon his mind such that he could not willingly do such a thing. But Lady Misa has her ways, no doubt, and is capable of fooling the poor child into any number of explanations or the passing of information beyond his will. Even if she were to ask questions whilst she read his stream of consciousness, things like this are possible. Our Order itself uses these sorts of techniques from time to time. Upon our enemies, of course. You could, of course, perhaps we should bring Philippe to heel. He too should be investigated. It is an excellent suggestion.
Yep.
There is one certain way of finding out.
What's that?
Well, we captured Philippe and we put him in a box for a few months where he is inoperable. And if he is inoperable, then no information should leak during that time. Then we can spread information about within the Order, some sort of specific information, and see whether it finds its way back to her.
I'll order him back then.
Isn't he in Milan anyway?
No, he's in Paris.
He's in Paris presently.
Coming back to the mountain?
We could summon him back. But the problem is, if she is watching him, or if she has assets watching him,
Right.
they will follow him. Another what?
Another character sheet.
He's expecting
I'll get Philippe's open.
No, I'll just. Well, he'll be like gone in 10 seconds. He'll be staked in 10 seconds, so I don't think that'll be a problem.
Okay, I think that's wise.
Yes. I was speaking tonight with the one named Milos Svengal, Gangrel Primogen. He asked me what I knew about your coterie. I, of course,
Dear.
avoided answering most of his questions, but I can tell you that the Primogen are concerned. It seems there has not been much movement on the matter of the one they call Sonny, the Yank. This situation seems to have been ignored for 2 or 3 days now. There is fear that Sonny the Yank might be dead by now.
Philippe is the one following up on that at the moment. It's led us all the way to France.
Right. Well, perhaps then you should go to France and follow up on Philippe in France. Just a possibility.
Maybe I should stay and the others should follow up on Philippe.
That's not a bad idea either.
It would be good training time for them.
And you could work on yourself, Bishop. Get some self-care in.
Young lady, I'll give you self-care very soon. All right.
That's not what self means.
All right. That's what we'll do. You two, you and the doc, if he wants to go to France, get Philippe, bring him back.
Are we going to do some
In a
research?
box. In a box. What if... Oh, no. I was thinking. What if we actually... Well, if you two, you guys, actually... No, I can't do that. Okay, never mind. All right, just bring him back in a box.
Right. What were you going to say?
Nothing.
It might be a good idea.
No, it wouldn't be, because it means I have to work overtime.
Right. Yeah, you can't have you
I'd
can't
have
have
to-
Vincent.
I have to talk to Russell about it first.
Fair enough.
No Vincent for you.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, bring him back in a box.
And Bishop, perhaps you should return to Milan and report in the meantime.
I will. I'll do that. And I can help set up the castle.
You can take your new childer with you.
Oh, that was part of my thinking too.
I put my hands over Alan's ears and I'm like, what about Alan?
Perfect timing.
You want him to go off with him?
You take Alan and Parker to Milan.
Yes. Cool. All right. That's what we'll do.
I'm so excited.
Very well. Now, I suppose I should return to this test. It should be finished by now.
Okay.
Very well. And he goes back into the room and closes the door.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. This is weird. You know, this is like the calm before the storm. Speaking of storms, maybe I should ask Uther if he could teach me how to do more rituals.
Well, I'm just waiting for you guys to do stuff for a minute. You don't have anything to do?
No, waiting for these guys.
Hello, Doctor.
Go back to the base and set up for going to Milan.
Okay.
And I've got to inform... I can't just leave. I've got to tell Tatiana that I have business in Milan to attend to. I have business to attend to.
All right. Very well.
I'm glad you get to make that phone call.
So the long story and of the short of the long in that regard is that Tatiana's going to ask you why you're abandoning your job, and you're going to be like,
My resources are too low. I need to get my resources back.
what does going to Milan assist you in that?
I have contacts in Milan to
Which
do with my resources.
she coyly asks you who your contacts are in Milan.
You
She
wouldn't
should
tell.
know.
You tell me yours, and I'll tell you mine.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Okay.
All right. What's everybody else doing while that's going on?
Listening in.
Listening in. Fair enough.
Hello, Doctor. You are looking well.
Hello. Oh, thank you. I try.
Yeah, I can see that.
What's
You've still-
happening? Where are we
Oh.
going?
We're going.
Do we need to still stay here?
We're going to Milan.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're
I'll
not.
go
You're
pack
going
my
to-
bags then.
You're
No,
going
you-
to. You're going to Paris.
You're going to Paris.
You said Milan.
No.
And you said
I'm going
Milan
to
and
France.
Paris.
Bishop is going to Milan. You're going to Paris.
I have to take Alan there.
No. Bishop's taking Alan there.
Okay, well, Uther has to be more specific
If Uther was
to a very sick Charlie.
Well, I'm going to go pack and I'll head to the hospital.
Okay, so you're gonna go pack. Okay.
Well, then where was I going?
Well, actually, you need to go to Paris as well because
Yeah, all right.
you guys were supposed to be kidnapping Philippe. That was the job.
Yep.
And Barry gets to play Philippe getting kidnapped
Yeah.
while Bishop's in Milan. That was the idea. That's the narrative plot idea.
Alrighty, I get you.
Thing. Yeah. Would you like to take 5 minutes break to collect yourselves? You can add it at the end. Won't be a problem. Gives me a chance to go to the bathroom besides.
I'll change over to Philip.
You're right.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that all good?
I'll change
Good.
over to Mercy. Let me just go get my other wig. No, it's fine. That'd be funny though. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna get me a drink.
No. Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for looking after Corey.
That's all right.
You
I'm
should
good at
get
looking
a
after
willpower.
cats.
You should get all the willpower.
I should. I think I'm actually at full willpower at the moment.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
My cats in real life are busy just staring at me from their posts.
It's not 10 o'clock yet.
Yeah, like, I tell them that nightly for years. It's a negotiation process.
Yeah. That's cute.
Mhm.
So what's the next, what are you going to spend your points on next?
I'm not sure. I think I was going to do Auspex for some reason. Yeah, for the aura reading.
Have you looked at 5e yet?
No, I need to redo that. I haven't been home much over the weekend other than building the other day.
Yeah. I think we'll be able to transition, I don't know, within the next month. And I don't know, it might be best to finish this storyline.
And go from there.
Yeah. It's kind of a downgrade. Upgrade and downgrade. It's just Sage won't be able to do her crazy driver shit.
Mhm.
Bullshit. the merits and flaws. The word was anemic. There is not a lot.
Yeah.
Oh well. Maybe eventually.
1 second.
Okay. Hello. What are you drinking? What?
I am drinking tropical juice.
Nice. That sounds good. I'm drinking water because I'm so worried that my voice is going to just
I
cark
got
it.
blackcurrant thrifty.
Nice.
I'll
Cool.
just shoot over to my wife for a minute.
Yeah. I'm going to give you all my cold. Look at
Please
you.
don't. I'm coughing away though.
More the merrier.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we waiting on Barry?
He's there. He's just
I'm just
with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I've been scoffing all night.
Good on you.
Yo, Lukey boy.
Yo, Lukey boy. So, did you guys come up with any cunning plans?
Nah.
No.
I mean, the plan's pretty simple.
Trying to give you some minutes to metagame.
I thought, just go to Paris, put Philippe in a box.
You could just ask him nicely.
No.
Oh,
That's not how we do things.
Well, Philippe is actually in a small town called Rennes-le-Château, in the south of France. But you do have a contact in Paris, which is Lord Pantheus, whose house you've been to before. So I don't know if you want to take advantage of that or not.
Would someone else like to make that call? Please.
You want to make a call?
yeah, we'll go to Lord Pentheus.
Okay. All right. So you guys pack up and get on a plane and you head to Paris. And it's a fairly easy flight to organize and get to Paris. And Mr. Lords picks you up from the airport in a very nice Saab. And drives you out to the palace that Pantheus lives in, just out of Paris. And he's fairly quiet. You know, he gives you all the usual sorts of decorum as you arrive, etc. Invites you into the car and so on, and you get to the manse, and he takes you inside and takes you to your rooms. And
You actually get to stay in them this time.
you get to stay in the rooms properly this time. You get pretty nice rooms. It's a beautiful old palace. It's like some 700-year-old building that's continually been refurbished, and it's up to absolutely perfect standards. The staff here are immaculately dressed and immaculately trained, a little bit aloof. Places filled with artworks and such beautiful things, and from below you can hear choir singing coming up from deep within the bowels of the house.
Here we go.
You have a
Dr. Shipman in the house.
You have a Dr. Shipman in the house, and you have a very nice meeting room of your own. You're in the east wing of the building, and you have your own servants. In fact, Mr. Lords tells you that he will wait on you personally. And about an hour or two after you arrive and you settle in, Mr. Lords comes knocking at your door. Dunk, 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 dunk.
I'll get it.
Ah, bonjour, he says. Mr. Lords here, of course. He comes in. I believe the master will see you now.
Very good.
And he takes you down to one of the galleries below in the house, filled with these big, beautiful pillars. In fact, this was the room, the ballroom in which the massive soiree was held, in which you guys were then escorted onto a helicopter.
We were polite.
You were very polite.
And he knows my intolerance for incredibly religious people.
Right. Well, Lord Pantheus comes wafting across the floor towards you, dressed in a long gown, and comes before you. He's got very short cropped white grey hair. He's like an older gentleman, but still quite good looking for his age. He's got quite taut skin. I kind of base him on one of my acting teachers. Do you know who Raymond Hawthorne is? No? Okay. Well, Sir Raymond Hawthorne was one of my acting teachers who was trained at RADA, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, and he's a right prick. But anyway, an interesting character. So he's not very tall, actually, this guy, Lord Pantheus. And he comes before you and he says, welcome to my manse. It is so pleasurable to have you here. I was not expecting a visit so off the cuff. Oh, where did Dr. Shipman go?
Goodbye.
And to what might I owe this pleasure?
Off you go, Alexei. My voice is shot.
And you've got such a nice microphone now.
We've come to acquire Philippe, and we may need some help going about it.
Gratiano?
Yes.
Why would you need help going about it?
Well, local customs and whatnot, and we don't want to put our feet in it, but we need him for questioning back in England.
Back in England?
He is not his fault. He's been messed with by an elder empire, and we want to get to the bottom of it.
I see.
And stop it from happening again.
I see. Well, perhaps I can call him here then. Would that be of assistance to you?
That would be.
Very well. Philippe, you're in the middle of your investigations and what have you, and you've been poring over the evidence that you've found so far, and you've been working with the team of investigators and blah, blah, blah. And it's late at night, and you've gone back to temporary haven, when you feel this urge, this irresistible pull to Paris.
Freya, do you think you can manage without me?
If I need to, what is the problem?
You would not believe it, but I feel an urge to go to Paris.
This is not the time to go to Paris, surely. We're on the verge of a breakthrough, surely.
Oh, it is.
We're just waiting for the forensics to come back, and then we should have some clearer idea of who this individual is.
I'll try and hold it back. Roll whatever I have to roll.
Okay, but you're gonna fail. So
No, I realize that. But you know,
I'm not gonna roll. You can't.
Don't make me roll.
Okay.
You're just going to fail.
I cannot. I cannot resist it. I have no choice.
I can roll for Lord Pantheus if you like. See how his summon does.
Backside 10 west of Friday.
Yes. Lord Pantheus rolls. Oh, look at that. 2 10s, a 9, an 8, a 7, 2 6s.
Go!
You're on your way.
I have to go. I've got no choice.
She seems quite disturbed by this, and nonetheless, there's not much she can do. So, how do you go about traveling to Paris?
I go by... How far am I away from Paris at this point?
It's like
Because I picked the fastest.
It's like Auckland to Christchurch, but
Yeah, I'll take a car.
take a car.
Yeah, I'll take a car.
You could get a plane.
Auckland to Christchurch. Yeah, I'll take a plane.
All right,
That'd be the fastest.
for sure.
It's...
All right. So, let us say a couple of hours later, while you guys are being entertained in the house, do you guys do anything in particular whilst you were at Pantheus's? Anything in
No.
particular you want to?
Lord Pantheus, I was wondering if you could teach me something.
Something.
Yes,
Certainly I can. Come, I can teach you both
All right.
if you wish. He smiles.
All right.
Takes you down into one of his galleries, and he says, I should like to introduce you to, and he tells you the name of this very specific paintbrush. Tonight we shall practice oil on canvas.
Oh, well, you see, what I was thinking was I'll lean in a discipline.
I pick up the paintbrush.
Wow.
This is part of it. Wax on, wax off.
If I was to teach you a discipline, I would need to have been given direct instructions.
Why?
to
We're
so.
part of the order.
Well, yes, I am, and I am also part of the Suprema of the order, that is to say the High Ruling Council, and I am aware of the protocols of teaching disciplines to the new blood.
I mean, I already know presence. Or
Ah, well. And is that what you would like to hone, is it?
well, what else do you have? Because I know I've seen other people do it. They tend to get scarier. It will be like they start getting, they'll originally start being all friendly with their disciplines, and then they go to scary with daunt. Yeah.
I see. Well, I'm not sure how much time we will have for these.
I mean, I could probably use it.
I'm sure you could. So it is presence that you're most interested in, is it?
I mean, why not? I'm pretty good at picking up any discipline because I am, Uther's child.
Because you are Uther's child. I I see. Very well. You guys spend some couple of hours training in presence then, and I will give you
Oh my god, Alexi.
4 experience points towards presence. Can Nosferatu even learn presence?
I don't think there's any
I
restriction.
don't think I've ever say that you can't.
I don't think
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
any way
That's
you
not
can-
something I would have personally gone for. I would have gone for Auspex, but I don't know.
Well, you,
Auspex
Like
is pretty
presence
good.
isn't necessarily how you look. It's like how much energy, like it's BDE, right?
BDE?
I mean,
Big
if
dick
he's
energy.
if he's willing to teach us
It's like your
Auspex.
presence of where you are, like
Well, out of
standing
game,
as
would you
opposed
rather
to
learn Auspex or presence?
Auspex.
I do like the idea of Auspex. We use it so often.
I will give you 4 experience points towards Auspex.
Okay, sweet.
Alrighty.
Thank you. And if you also want to teach me Dawn, that'd be great. Sorry, I am pushing it.
You won't have time.
That's
Dr.
fine.
Shipman, are you there? Luke, welcome back, Luke.
Just wait till the screen comes on, and then you know.
No, up until then, he's just a ghost.
There she blows.
Hello.
Hello. So, look, Dr. Shipman, you guys are getting 4 experience points towards Auspex right now from Lord Pantheus.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And Philippe, you arrive in Paris, and you immediately get a taxi out to Lord Pantheus's estate. And when you arrive, you guys are in the middle of learning Auspex when Mr. Lords comes and he says, Lord Pantheus, Mr. Gratiano has arrived. And Philippe, you are escorted into the room where these guys are in this gallery.
Hey,
Hello.
Philippe, how's it going?
It is good to see you all. What do you want that a phone call wouldn't have done the same thing?
Well, I believe I have done my part in this business, said Lord Pantheus.
Thank you.
Thank
Lesson
you.
is over. I shall leave you with the house to yourselves.
It's really good to see you,
And you.
Philippe.
Good
It
to
is.
see you too. Why are you here?
You have to come back to London with us.
Oh, that is not a problem.
In a box. You've done this before.
What?
I think you
What in the box?
you just need to
What
sit
have I
still.
done? I'm sorry, I did not mean to do it.
Am I staking him?
What have I
Oh,
done?
I can't.
I stake him then.
What?
Sorry, Philippe.
Damn.
I boost blood into strength and roll.
All right, let's do it.
Do you not think this might form some form of distrust from Philippe?
We told him.
Yeah, okay. If that's how you want to look at
It's
it.
better that he doesn't think on it, in my eyes.
Well, doesn't he think
let
that
it
he's
happen.
staked? Isn't he still
7 successes.
7 successes. Okay.
Nice.
He's well staked.
My first staking. Sorry, Philippe.
Is that your first staking?
That is not
Yep.
your first. You have staked so many times.
No,
You
usually I
staked the
fail.
white. You staked bread.
No, that's a good point.
The most
I have gotten
important
better.
stake.
My
Yeah.
character progression of staking has improved.
You might say that you're raising the stakes.
I am.
All right, so sorry, Philippe, you've been staked.
You could enter Phoenix.
I stake him nicely.
Into Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so what do you do with him? You stake him, you stick him in a box,
And we carry him back to London.
carry him back to London. All right, very
Gonna
well.
tell John?
Well, no one told us John was there, right?
Yeah,
So
John's there.
That's right.
Not there, but
John's in the south of France right now. He doesn't know where Philippe is.
I don't think anyone would have thought to tell John.
No. Oh, hang on. Poor intelligence. I probably would have left a message with his estate or something. Just been like, hey, he's come over to London for a holiday. He'll give you a yell shortly, but that's where he is.
Leave a note.
No, just, I don't know. Call the
Leave a note on the
receptionist
fridge.
So does somebody call John?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. So John's going to get a plane back to London, I guess. Okay. Cool. So you fly Philippe back to London that very night?
Yes.
All right. And so you arrive in London. It's very late at that point, and there's not much that you can do besides get back to Uther's house. Even then, it's very late, and you might need body bags to do so. So we shall skip forward to the following evening when you wake up, and you all assemble in the library, I suppose. Philippe is in his box. Uther is there. Benjamin is there. Parker is probably still there. Who else might be there? Well, at this point,
We'll be there.
at this point, Bishop will be there.
We can't hear you.
He going to Milan or hasn't he gone yet?
Oh, that's true. Bishop's gone to Milan. Yes, quite so.
Mhm.
Into Phoenix.
No, don't make my life harder. Okay, so yeah, Bishop, you've gone to Milan. So in which case, Parker is not there, and Alan is not there either.
Yeah, I miss him.
Yes, and he misses you, and he sends you a text message to say so.
Mr.
He got
Cat.
there safely.
He did.
Oh, I imagine we would have left Corey here.
Yes, Benjamin.
Hey, kitty.
Corey. Benjamin has been looking after Corey, feeding her milk.
Stealing your cat. No.
All right. So Uther, he informs you. He says, "So our tests on our new member of our coterie, Mr. Parker, have been concluded. Mr. Parker, if you do not mind, I should like to speak privately with your companions." Mr. Parker looks around the room momentarily.
Look at him concerned.
A little bit concerned, and he nods.
I look at Uther like, is he doing dramatic tension again? He always does this.
Right. You say that.
No, in my mind, I'm thinking he's
Oh.
doing this with dramatic tension.
That's what you're thinking. Okay. Well, Parker leaves, goes downstairs, and closes the doors. Anyone that goes over to the window might see him go outside and fumble with a cigarette, trying to light it.
You see him get scared.
Yeah, he's busy fighting his Rostrek, learning.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, Uther says to you, "I have some concerns about your child, or not your child, about Mr. Parker. His blood is clean, yes, but I think there are aspects of his deep subconscious that have been tampered with."
Can we fix it?
I cannot be sure. I have attempted to unlock such things, but they are... let me say that whomever has performed this operation is perhaps not comparable in their skill to mine, but close. I suppose we should move to the next subject then. What shall we do with Mr. Parker for now?
Well, we all have to sit in a box sometime. Although, do you think the master will be able to help him if we put him through those tests?
Parker's not here. He's gone to Milan with Bishop.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? Okay, so Bishop, that doesn't happen. You're with Parker on a plane. Blah blah blah. Parker is presently staked, and you're taking Parker and Alan and their boxes to Milan. Okay.
We just reverse.
Yep.
Do you think these subconscious things have any potential impact for him being in Milan? Being brought to this place?
My suspicion is that he has been given some form of command that will cause him to attempt to report back to whomever made these edicts to begin with. he will attempt to report back to our friend Lady Amissa, is my suspicion.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, we could use that as a trap.
That is an
We
excellent.
could lie to Parker.
That is an excellent idea. An excellent idea, but I think first perhaps our next port of call is to investigate our dear friend Gratiano. So,
What do we do there?
firstly, I will test his blood. Sage, will you do the extraction for me, please?
Sure. I love this part. This is my favorite part.
All right. Sage, you're going to extract some blood from
Yeah.
from his staked corpse.
I'll just look at Dr. Shipman. Who's a doctor now?
Give him CPR while cutting him to make his heart pump.
Just because you could take some blood out doesn't make you a doctor.
Barely.
A baby could do that.
A baby could do that. With a fork. All right. Yeah. Okay, so you take some blood, and Uther goes off to analyze it. Actually, before he does that, Uther asks you, Sage, perhaps you would like to do the initial test.
Yes.
For practice.
I love this.
And Uther says, now you gather round Alexis, Dr. Shipman. I should like you to begin your training in thaumaturgy.
I watch very keenly.
All right. And as you watch, you gain 2 experience points towards thaumaturgy. Each.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that
To get
Each thaumaturgy?
To get your first point, it costs 10. Shipman already has his first point.
Do you? Shipman's already got a point in thaumaturgy.
So for
And
you,
now I
it'll
have
be 5
4
points.
XP.
4 XP towards thaumaturgy. Okay. Nice. All right. And then Uther goes to do his own tests, and he offers to, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a level in thaumaturgy.
Nice.
So, Alexis, you have a point in thaumaturgy, and Dr. Shipman, you already had a point, did you?
Yep.
So now you have 2.
2, I think that's where you can boost your level up.
So your generation?
Yeah. Sorry, down.
So
Down.
temporarily change your generation. That's a scary thought. Okay. Dr. Shipman with a generation boost. Oh,
Yeah, I trust
either,
him.
it could be a number of generations depending on your role.
Yep.
All right. Scary. Okay.
Is it different flavors or is it just the one? I've never really looked into it.
At this point, it's just thaumaturgy. Then you
you
get paths of thaumaturgy after you've learnt thaumaturgy. Basically.
Ooh. Yeah. I was gonna be like, could you teach me some of the ritual stuff?
Well, he can, but not at this exact moment.
Right, yeah. That's what I thought. He might be a bit busy.
He's a little bit busy right now.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay, so then you take Philippe into the room and you extract his blood and you learn taste of vitae. You practice taste of vitae, and everybody gets a turn. And Uther's like, now do you notice the horsey mousy flavor on the front of the palate? That refers to the fact that he is in fact a Setite Zalator. No, he's kidding. I'm kidding. He doesn't say that. But something to that effect. He explains to you how it works. Yeah.
I have some more of Parker's blood in my little vial.
Then we shall keep that here.
There you go.
Says, can you please put it in the sealed compartment in this box?
I will do that.
All right. Okay. So the initial thaumaturgical experiments belay no defects in Philippe's blood. It seems to be exactly as expected.
What about his subconscious?
Right.
You have to unstake him for that.
Because he got missed with a lot by that Amisa lady.
Right. So we will need to unstake him for this, and you will need to
I shall do that.
restrain him for now. Keep an eye on him. All right. So you unstake him, Philippe. You're awake. Boof.
Sorry, buddy.
I could have just come, you know.
Yeah, but you might have had something in your brain that made you wig out and try and get us from that psycho snake lady.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Oh, good point.
I just thought of that now to hopefully make it feel better. So
I'll give you
Truth
that.
is, they wanted to stake you. No.
All right, I give you that. I give you that. All right. Oh,
Gracias.
but haven't I come a long way?
oh, much improved. I got to say, much improved.
Good staking.
Anyway, now I gotta go.
Now we've just got another few tests, and you should be right. So far, you have been unmolested, but
All right.
I
Let's
should
see
hope I have
whether
been
or not
unmolested.
Philippe's brain
I mean, he was molested.
Oh,
super molested.
I need to determine some things.
Like how molested he got.
Rods.
Okay. Okay, so Philippe, Uther has you stay in the room for a while, and
hasn't he tied me down or something?
no,
Oh,
no, he has Alexei next to you with a stake.
okay. Oh, of course.
Apparently,
Okay.
Alexei's good at this now, so you know.
Oh, yes. Why
So
not
fast.
practice perfection? You know. Now go. Yes.
And Uther, he examines your aura first of all, and then he speaks into your mind telepathically, and he asks you to recall everything that you remember about meeting Lady Amisa, and any other encounters that you've had with any Setites or members of their clan or anyone associated with their clan. Did she give you anything? Did she say anything to you? Can you repeat back? And he basically triggers your mind. And the good thing is that you have an eidetic memory. However, after some hours of interrogation on the subject, the thing that you both realize is that there are some gaps in your memory.
Oh, great. We need to find out what those gaps are. I can feel them. I do not know. What do we do?
Well, that is difficult to determine. Perhaps you too should see the master.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not sure. I shall have to think on this.
She may be using me to follow, to go to him.
Well, it would be difficult for her to follow you here. At best, I think she might have worked out that you were in France. The alacrity with which we have transferred you back home may well have confused any agents that they had. But these gaps in your memory, they do concern me greatly. Without them, we cannot be sure what happened, and we can only assume the worst.
And I do not like the sound of this. It sounds like I have to go to Milan. But you have to send me to somewhere else just in case. Hang on.
There is another option.
I've got an idea.
What is your idea, Gratiana?
Perhaps we should let her see me go to Milan. And instead of going to Milan, I go somewhere else. So they can follow me there if they are following me.
That was a similar suggestion to what I had in mind, in fact.
That castle or fort or something?
Halgood.
Halgert.
Yes, not a terrible idea.
That's where Gustav suggested we do this standoff.
Your intention is still to destroy Misa?
Yeah, but
Sage is very like, this is what I want to do for Lionel, for my progression. I think Lady Misa would be good
could that not give us more
internally
problems,
as
though?
well.
More what?
Could that not give us more problems, Sage?
I think
she is pretty powerful amongst the people.
that's
I would
something
say.
we could plan for.
Well, then I suggest you begin your planning, my friends.
What
And
about
Philippe,
me?
I believe you are the bait.
When is he not?
Okay, what is new?
What is new?
Shall we stake me?
Now,
I'm so keen.
being staked is possibly one of the most unpleasant things possible.
I am trying. He is trying not to think about it, because fuck, it hurts.
He is a pain fetish.
Well, there's the pain of getting staked. There's the pain of being staked,
And the fear of knowing everything that's happening but not being able to do anything about it.
absolutely the total lack of control and agency, but also the sort of claustrophobic feeling that kind of kicks in as well.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's like being trapped in a very small space and you can't move your limbs or anything. It's like you're paralyzed. It's like fear of paralysis. It is terrifying.
But if they don't stake me, Philippe does realize she could call again.
Well, I shall leave that in your capable hands, friends. I must continue my negotiations with Milos Svengel this night. So, I suggest that you contact Lord Gustavius.
By the way, Milos Svengel, we destroyed Philippe's painting for him before he got to see it. He might be a little bit grumpy about that.
Ah, interesting.
We thought it was in his best interest.
I see. Do you have any idea what the painting was of?
He was a coward. It was cowardice. He did something. He did something that would, if others were to see it, it would pretty much crush him. Everyone would see him as being weak.
Have you seen this painting?
I have.
Think upon it, Sage. Look into my eyes.
Okay.
Luther reads an image of the painting from your mind. Whatever you remember about it, he draws it out of you. Thank you. Most helpful.
Are you going to use that against him?
Not if I can help it, but if I must, I am prepared.
Right.
It is better to be forearmed than weaponless.
True.
I could repaint it for you again.
You're staked.
Oh, did they stake me?
I thought we did stake you.
I thought he was getting
I
prepared.
don't think so.
No, you're fine. You're
He
fine.
actually said that he had been staked. He's
We
just
assume
prepared
he's always
himself.
staked.
He's staked. He's prepared.
I can paint it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I can.
No, you're fine.
You're fine. Yeah. Well, you could repaint it. That wouldn't hurt. I should accept your offer, Gratiano. Do. What do you need?
I need, and he gives them a lift. I need an easel. I need my
Benjamin.
paints.
He summons Benjamin to go and get you all the things. Benjamin goes out on a little road trip to the local art store. You don't
And
know
go to
how.
my gallery.
All right, goes to your gallery. Okay. Okay. In any case, you get your things. They bring them here. You do your painting.
I'll get John with me.
Sage laughs.
John's still trying to get to where you are right now. He's on a plane, so he's still
Okay.
traveling. Because he hasn't really had a. Oh no, he did get a call, didn't he, from Alexis? Right. Okay, so he's on his way. I'll tell you when John arrives, though.
Did you
and
send him via economy?
yeah,
For
he's,
the lols.
he's swimming by the lot for the lols across the English Channel. All right. And what do you guys do then? Philippe's done his painting.
What are we going to do about me?
Uther takes the painting and leaves.
I don't
Okay.
know. It's up to you.
Well, I think she could call me again. And I know where things are. And somehow
Right.
she hasn't found out that I know where things are. So I think we should stake me. Though I don't like it.
I mean, we
It-
could just put you in a secure room for now, so you don't have to just remain staked. We have pretty protective rooms here.
Not here.
Oh, we're not at the compound?
No, this is Uther's.
Oh, well, let's go to the compound then.
All right.
So you don't have to live however long staked while we sort this out.
Okay. All right, he'll do as they want.
Okay, so does everybody agree to that idea?
Yeah,
Yep.
and if you want, we can stake you in between here and our place.
I do not want, but
All right, let's go then.
Okay.
All right. So
I pet Corey.
I bet
I'm gonna leave her here.
Benjamin asks you, "Are you sure you want to take the cat? I'm more than happy to look after her. She does seem to like it here."
I'm not going to take her. I want you to look after her. Yeah. I don't think she'll be safe out there with us. Not right now.
Very well. I shall look after the small, delicate animal.
Thank you.
Very well.
I'll give him a kiss.
Oh, thank you. And off you go.
Leave the NPCs alone, Sage.
Stop molesting.
I mean, he's single. I actually don't know. He might have like a daytime lover.
Yeah, you could have a whole life going on in the daytime.
The cat.
I mean, Mr. Parker did.
What about Corey? No. Is that why he wants the cat to stay back?
Yeah, don't make any obvious jokes now. No. Okay, so you get back to the compound, and Philippe, you are now in a cell, a clean room, so to speak.
Mhm.
It's very kind of Spartan in the cell presently. I don't know if they're going to give you anything.
I'll give you that easel and the paints again.
There's the cat. That's Corey.
Well, Corey was a tabby.
Well, the cat's plain Corey. You know, not everybody can afford wigs.
Stealing the cat.
All right.
Get the spray paint out.
Gratiano, you're in your cell. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I am meditating.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. What's everybody else doing?
I'm sending texts to Alan
Okay.
now that we're patched up.
Right. Very well. Alan responds to your text messages. And Alexis, what are you up to?
I would be working on trying to view people's auras, just practicing that sort of thing.
Okay, cool. And but Dr. Shipman, you get a phone call.
Hello?
Wow, Doctor. I was just curious to know how things were going since I last saw you. I do believe I delivered you a Ibrahim Mustafa. Just was it a night ago?
Yes, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've done anything since you fled fled the other night
Fled?
after he was, destroyed by Bishop.
Yes, well, that's just a little bit difficult to explain to some of his companions, but I think I've done a reasonable job of patching that up too.
You weren't able to lay down some iron fists and take some of his responsibilities.
Well, one might say that was one of the consequences of the actions that were taken, yes.
I think Charlie wants to say something. I can't hear you.
Charlie, you...
Fuck, sorry. You can't hear me both ways. At the end of the session, Russell, you said that you think that Dr. Shipman had overheard the conversation with Gustav.
Yeah, he
Right.
had. So I was about to lead into that.
Okay, sweet. That's good. I was worried that you would have forgotten.
I remember.
I'm looking out for you, man.
That's why I said scarp it away.
Right.
Fled.
So, you seem to be into some level of business that I'm not been privy to thus far.
Well, if you'll remember, I've been pretty honest about it with you.
That's as honest as it seems that you have been able to be, yes.
Yes. Is this why you're calling?
Well, you're my child, and I have genuine concerns for you that you might be in over your head with some sort of organization that might be basically up to something. Are you sure you're not in bed with the Sabbat?
No, I don't think so. Well,
How would you know for sure?
well, I mean, I don't know.
You don't, do you? You don't.
Well, I don't get involved in some of the things that they do. I'm kind of just, an observer in a way, but I think, I don't see everything that they do. But, I've had my suspicions, but don't really have enough to go on.
I see. Well, I should like to know any more information that you're able to give me, if there is any.
Well, if you're able to accomplish the same thing you did the other night, then you can probably get it yourself.
Well, that's what I have you for, though, Dr. Shipman. I mean, I did.
Well, but I can't repeat these things to you, as you've seen.
I see. Yes, yes. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I feel that my child's free will has been somewhat hampered. You see, I did create you as, well, you might say, well, you're my child. And, oftentimes, vampires, when they make a child, they go to all the trouble of gaining permission to do so. And they expect a certain amount of loyalty and a certain amount of, the benefits of having a child is to have a loyal companion. And I feel that my rights in this matter have been somewhat subverted by whomever this is that is running this organization that you have now fallen in with.
Well,
how do you think I should feel about that, Dr. Shipman?
To be honest, I don't really know how you should feel.
I feel a little bit put out, as it were.
How about next time I'll get you in here before everyone else is here, and you can skulk around a bit. We can have some fun. And then, situations come up again like the other night, and you can learn some more.
Is that a wise idea? I mean, I'm honestly not sure whether I want to be skulking about in the halls of some dangerous Sabbat pack who have taken up residence in the city of London, pretending to be the coterie that's saving the fucking world.
Well, I just mean, if you if you stick around, someone will maybe fly off the handle and say some things that shouldn't be privy to other people's ears.
I seem to have already done that at least once. Who was that? Some fallow, I believe someone referred to him as Archon something or another.
Archon?
Was it not?
That name escapes me.
arrived in a large helicopter.
Oh. I don't think I'd be able to say his name.
You don't think you'd be able to say his name?
No.
I see.
Yes.
Well, do you happen to know of any connections that this situation might have, either to the Camarilla or any elders or any names you can drop?
Well, currently there's an issue with the Sedites.
Yes, I'm beginning to gather that. So, if I was to perhaps make myself somehow useful in that regard, do you suppose that this organization might be interested in, shall we say, purchasing a boon from one such as myself?
Maybe. Doesn't hurt to try.
Does not hurt to try.
We can probably arrange.
So if there's any particular information that you're looking for, maybe I can help you with that.
Weaknesses in the Setites.
Weaknesses among the Setites.
Yeah, and whether they're
They are.
involved with the Sabbat or anything like that.
I see. Well, they are very, very tricksy, those Setites, I must say. Perhaps even more tricksy than we ourselves of Clan Malkavian can be. And we are very tricksy indeed.
I'm sure you can find something, but it may also be useful for you to become more friendly with our group, more trustworthy.
I see. More trustworthy, yes.
Yeah, maybe come hang out with me some more.
Well, I shall look into that. Yes, I shall.
Okay.
Yes, I shall. Is there anything else that you and your fellows need, want, or desire? I might be able to acquire on your behalf. Any particular, shall we say, weaknesses that perhaps can be exploited on that matter?
Do you want me to go ask them?
Well, surely you've been observing them for some time. You know if they have any sort of particular predilections to anything or another, whether it might be guns or women or wine, who knows?
I'm sure they always want more guns. There's a never-ending supply of guns, but I don't tend to trivialize my mind with what they're really desiring and indulging in.
I see. Well, my therapist used to say it was very important to keep track of your, journal. Keeping a journal is very important. Making notes on things, and the sorts of things one might keep notes on might be, the sorts of things that might include, your friends and their states of mind and their what sorts of things they talk about and their actions and so forth. Might be something that we could work together on. Perhaps we could read one another's journals.
Yeah, sure. We can share diaries.
Might be the sort of thing that might bring us as sire and child closer together. I feel like there's something missing right now between us.
Yeah, yeah, we can share diaries. I'll start a diary and we can
Brilliant.
share it. I'll give you my key and you can give me your key.
That sounds brilliant, Dr. Shipman. Brilliant. I really like that idea. Yeah. All right. Well,
you should come around and say hi to Bread. He misses you.
Oh, Bread. That was that very strange creature that you obtained, wasn't it?
Yes.
The white.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't want to become like that. That's not a good thing, I don't think. You don't want to be like that, It's not much point.
No, we're gonna train. Well, I'm going to train him like a pet.
Oh, is that possible?
Yeah. I don't know. Figure it out if it is.
Wow. What sort of pet would it be? You couldn't really pat it, could you? Maybe you could.
Think of like a non-talking bishop.
Huh. A non-talking bishop.
A non-emotional bishop.
Oh, I don't know. I suspect he's very emotional. Is that Bread?
Yeah, we can get that out of him, We can drain that part of him too.
But surely if you were to drain the emotion out of a white, it would no longer be a white. It would no longer be a passionate, fiery beast. It would instead be a dumb, mute animal that had no longer any passion. And as long as its hunger has control of its mind, which I understand is a permanent condition once.
What if we could trigger that part?
I think it's permanently triggered, isn't it not?
Well, there's nothing better than science, right?
Nothing better than science. Well put, Dr. Shipman, well put. I suppose I'll leave you with that then.
Yep, I'm gonna go feed him now.
Well, do say hello on my behalf. To
I will.
And to your friends.
Okay.
Good night, then.
Good night.
Click. Right. Last minute actions. Anyone want
I
anything?
think I'm good.
You good? Okay.
If you could get my voice back, that'd be great.
All right. You get your voice back by tomorrow.
That'd be awesome.
Alexis.
Philippe wants his guitar. If anybody's listening out there.
Yep. Okay.
Dotton to Auspex.
Dotton to Auspex. Nice.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Is that what you're saying? You're spending your experience points on these?
I am.
Okay, cool. Wow. Now I'm
I
scared.
think
I should be scared.
from now on, I'm also, well, when I first wake up, I'm going to spend however long it takes to do the ritual deflection of wooden doom.
Yeah.
I've already learned this one. I just never use it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you need that?
Wow.
Because it shifts your heart. You can't be staked. I feel so bad about like watching it happen to too many people. And also
tell you about, he doesn't teach you this, but he tells you about he tells you about a process of making a certain kind of stake called a heart seeker.
I love that.
And what it does is you stab an individual with the stake and then break the tip off it, and it wriggles its way up through their body over a period of like 2d6 hours.
Wow.
Causing intense, agonizing pain, and then it stakes them.
I want to do that.
Right.
Although that's not really a sage thing.
Not really.
But I want to do that.
Right. All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to do? Barry, Philippe gets his guitar, I imagine.
Yeah.
Especially if Sage brings it to him.
He
got other people to do that.
he basically paints while he's got the chance.
All right. Do they place an NPC to look after Philippe while he's in his cell?
Yes.
Which NPC?
Raya.
Could be Raya. Anyone except Alan or Philippe. Not Philippe.
Francesca. No.
Could be Francesca.
I do thank him though.
Oh, John arrives. John arrives.
Yeah.
John. That makes perfect sense. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, and we'll leave it there then.
That's good. My voice.
You have a wonderful night, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a good week, all.
Yeah, you too.
See some of you tomorrow.
See you, Barry. I'll see you tomorrow.
Nice to
Bye,
see you.
Lukey.
You have a great
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, goodbye.
See you.